defenses, but if they're doing that stuff, it's not stuff they've been doing all year, so hopefully they're not that good at it.
All right, appreciate your time. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more. We'll bring you more with the Countdown to Tip-Off show. You're listening to Arizona Basketball from Learfield.
Arizona, and National Bank of Arizona was started here in Tucson to help local businesses and individuals with their financial needs. For more than 30 years, NBAZ has focused on providing personalized banking services to our clients. I'm Dave Lyons with National Bank of Arizona, and I personally invite you to stop into one of our branches to discover how we can help you. National Bank of Arizona, a division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
Bear down, Arizona. This is the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the
air. Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Fubo is the official streaming platform of Arizona Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FUBOTV.com.
You're listening to the Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the University of Arizona and home to the official Arizona Athletics debit card. Now, here's your host, Ryan Hansen.
The Wildcat backcourt stepped up in the first round of the NCAA tournament against Long Beach State. Sophomore point guard Kylan Boswell scored a career-high 20 points and dished out 8 assists. That's the most assists by a Wildcat in a tournament game since Nick Wise back in 2009. Caleb Love also produced, posting his second career double-double with 18 points and 11 rebounds. And sophomore Jaden Bradley came off the bench in 23 minutes of action and scored 8 points of his own. I had an opportunity to sit down and chat with Jaden yesterday at the arena. Here we are with Jaden Bradley. Jaden, let's take you back just to that Long Beach State game. Walk me through your thoughts. What were some of the really good things Arizona did in its first round win?
I feel like we battled through adversity. We had a tough first half, but I feel like we did a great job of coming out with energy. And second half, we made shots, and on the defensive end, we did a great job.
There's always some things to work on. What in practice have you guys been working on since that win to prepare you for the second round day?
Just our execution, our attention to details on the scouting report, following the plan. And then obviously our zone offense, we're going to see a lot of zones, so, prepare for that.
As you look at the Dayton Flyers, a lot of perimeter players, a lot of good shooting out there. That has to be a focus for you.
Yeah, they run a lot of great sets, have a lot of great pieces. So really got to do a great job of following the game plan and, what can we switch, what can we not switch, and, listen to our coaches, and hopefully, it ends up in a good way.
Got a mobile big as well in Deron Holmes, big-time scorer. What do you think about him and his game?
Yeah, he's a great scorer. He can do a lot of good things, pick and roll, pick and pop. But I feel like, we have the advantage in the inside with Big O, and then they could definitely show us some problems with the pick and pop. So we got a couple good game plans for that.
Perimeter guys played exceptionally well, continue to be a core for you guys. Talk about your chemistry and how well you play together.
Yeah, we have a lot of great guards. Colin, C-Love, Pella. They just do a great job, and I feel like that's because of Big O. The presence that he shows in the inside, we're able to do what we can do. So shout out to Big O.
All right, so if you were the color commentator in the game yesterday against Long Beach State and Kylan Boswell goes up for, I believe, his first in-game dunk in his career, how would you have described it?
It was a wild one. Happy for him and his dunk, but, we definitely got to work on, maybe it was a ball. Got a lot of air in there, but I think he got another one up his sleeves coming soon.
All right, what's one big key for Arizona to advance to the Sweet 16?
Attention to details, grit, toughness, and execution.
There was Arizona sophomore guard Jaden Bradley. Before we step aside, MidFirst Bank is proud to be the exclusive bank provider of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Visit midfirst.com/Wildcats to get yours today. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. When we come back, I'll sit down with a Dayton Flyer named Enoch Cheeks. He's a junior starter for them on the perimeter. Stay tuned for more. You're listening to Arizona Basketball from Learfield.
Hi, this is former Wildcat Lamont Hunley with Arizona Health. Imagine how a home gym can change your health, your comfort, and your time. Arizona Health has everything you need to transform your personal space and your life. We offer a complete line of cardio machines, multi-gyms, and free weight equipment. Our certified fitness experts and technicians will set you up with the right equipment and training to get you started and keep you going. Visit our showroom today at 22nd and Wilmot. Arizona Health, the leading edge in exercise equipment.
Hey Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
Arizona Basketball is brought to you in part by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com.
Winner of the BBB Torch Awards for Ethics.
Parker & Sons.
Voted number 1 12 years in a row by consumers in Ranking Arizona.
Parker & Sons Plumbing.
5-star service and Google Home Services certified.
Parker.
Angie's List Super Service Award.
Parker & Sons.
Contractor of the Year Award.
Parker & Sons.
Parker & Sons is the most decorated company in Tucson, with award-winning installations and service for all your AC, plumbing, and electrical needs. Call Parker at 520-2REPAIR. That's 520, the number 2, then REPAIR for Parker.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
You're listening to the Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the University of Arizona and home to the official Arizona Athletics debit card. Now, here's your host, Ryan Hansen.
Couple of minutes with Dayton Flyer Enoch Cheeks. Enoch, as you played through the game yesterday, everybody that plays hoop knows it's an up and down thing. You play 40 minutes, but describe to those fans that were worried, saying, what's happening as you guys fell back and then put on that 24-4 run to end it?
You know, we've been in a situation like this like all year, a couple games, so just not being in the panic mode and you know, just really trusting what we've been doing all year, trusting that, you know, when we have our back against the wall, that, you know, we do come through. But to the fans out there, I know this is being fans, so it's human nature for them to behave that way. But all in all, it's just, you know, just good to come out with that dub.
Deron Holmes getting a lot of national attention, as he should. From your perspective, what does he bring to the team for you?
He brings leadership, first and foremost. Deuce is a hard worker. It's just amazing to see how well he's been progressing throughout the year and how well he's been consistent throughout the year. He's a dude that we all, you know, look up to, and I'm just amazed with his productivity that he's been for us.
The history of the Dayton program is rich. Got a coach that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Great coach. Talk about the fan base, the school, just how special basketball is to the Dayton community.
The community as a whole is just a special thing. Basketball is just, you know, the heart and soul of Dayton. Coach Grant has just been, you know, just been the best coach I ever had. You know, just picking a team and molding the team together, not just for basketball wise, but just, you know, being good players on and off the court, and just shaping us to be good members in our community too.
The three-point shot's a big part of your guys' offense. Describe that, how that helps your attack.
We're having Duran as our focus point. A lot of teams send double teams, and Coach Grant has emphasized us being able to shoot the ball well. So like when Deuce gets doubles a lot, or when we're able to touch the paint, just getting open shots for our shooters, Nate, Ron, Kobe, and myself at times too. So he's just been always working on getting a lot of shots up, and just taking the open ones and taking the good ones.
Without telling me the scouting report, what are a couple of keys for Dayton Flyer victory against Arizona?
I would say control the pace, be physical with them, hit the offensive board. They're a big team, and just play to our identity, do the little things, and just give it all.
That was Dayton Flyer Enoch Cheeks. When we come back, it's a college basketball scoreboard update. But before we do that, thank you to Casino del Sol for being our presenting sponsor of Arizona men's basketball. Discover the place where the fun never ends. Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson, and the presenting sponsor for Arizona men's basketball. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball from Learfield.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Want to live in the heart of it all? A stylish, sophisticated home just steps away from the area's top restaurants and events in town? Then you need to get in at the Flynn. With the city's best views and easy access to I-10, the Flynn is urban upscale apartment living at its finest. Rent a spacious 2 or 3 bedroom apartment home and live, work, and play in the heart of old downtown Tucson. To learn more about the Flynn, visit theflynn.com. That's THEFLIN.com. The Flynn is professionally managed by HSL Asset Management, LLC, an equal housing opportunity provider.
Arizona basketball is brought to you by eBay Motors. Here for the ride with the parts you need for the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have 0 interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Pac-12 Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Pac-12 Sports.
Time for the latest scores and highlights from around the Pac-12 and the nation. Brought to you by P3 Health Partners Arizona. P3 Arizona supports seniors in getting the care they deserve. Visit p3arizona.org to learn more. Now let's go to the Learfield Network Studios.
And welcome back into the Learfield Network Studios on this fine morning as we get you ready for 2-seed Arizona and 7-seed Dayton with a berth to the Sweet 16 on the line. I'm Andrew Allison. Let's get you a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And we are going to start out with a U of A athletics update here today. And there's a lot of things going on in the athletic department, so buckle up. The track and field team is hosting the Willie Williams Classic for their outdoor season, while the women's swimming and diving team is in Athens, Georgia, competing in the NCAA championships. At 10 o'clock, the beach volleyball team will host Missouri State in the Arizona Invitational, while at noon, the gymnastics team is in Utah competing in the Pac-12 championship. At 12:30 in Storrs, Connecticut, the women's basketball team is taking on the 6th seed Syracuse Orange. The winner of that one will most likely get the University of Connecticut Huskies. At 2 o'clock in the Arizona Invitational for beach volleyball, the volleyball team will host Arizona Christian University. At 2 o'clock as well, the softball team is in Berkeley taking on 19th ranked Cal. And at 2:05, the baseball team is in Eugene taking on Oregon. Let's go ahead and move over now to men's basketball. We'll start out yesterday because there was a Pac-12 team that played yesterday, and they won. It was a 10-seed Colorado who held off a late rally from 7-seed Florida, but KJ Simpson had a shot that hit about every part of the rim before falling down, and the Buffs advance to the round of 32. They play tomorrow in the first game of the day against the 2-seed Marquette. All right, let's stick with Pac-12 as we come into today. 2 other Pac-12 teams play outside of ours. At 3:10 in Omaha, the 7-seed Washington State Cougars will take on the 2-seed Iowa State in the East region. And then at the last game of the day in Pittsburgh at 6:40, 11-seed Oregon, 3-seed Creighton in the Midwest region. We have some sound from both coaches. Let's go ahead and listen in to Dana Altman talking about Creighton's ability to pass the ball and how that's such a serious threat for Oregon.
One of the most underrated skills in basketball is passing and catching the ball. They got a lot of good passers, and they catch the ball and move it really well. And they're ready to shoot it when they do pass it. And they've got the floor spread so much because all of them can shoot it that it creates gaps. It's hard to help. And there's a reason they're a 3-seed, and they make plays for each other. They do a great job of knowing where each other's going to be, and they run their stuff. Offensively, they're a handful. Defensively, their numbers are good. And that's why I said we're going to have to bring our A game. We're going to have to play very well.
Well, the last time they played in the tournament, they did bring their A game, including Kuznard, who had 40 points. Here's Creighton head coach Greg McDermott talking about how you don't necessarily overreact and change everything based off that 40-point performance, but you do have to adjust a little bit.
I mean, I don't think you ever want to overreact to a crazy, outstanding game by a player. I think everybody has them. Not many have them like the one he had yesterday on this stage, but he scored at every level. We have to make sure that the best we can get him to take the shots that we want him to take, not the shots that he wants to take. And that sounds easy in theory. It's very difficult because of his size and strength and the pace that he plays with. Probably mix up our ball screen coverages so he doesn't get comfortable. He's a terrific player.
Once again, that game is the last game of the day today. That is at 6:40 between 11-seed Oregon, 3rd-seed Creighton. Let's take a look at what else is going on today in the tournament. Shortly after our game ends at 12:15, same arena, Delta Center in Salt Lake, 4-seed Kansas and 5th-seed Gonzaga will face off in the Midwest regions. 2 kind of blue bloods that are really coming into this tournament. Then at 2:30 in Charlotte, the top seed in the West region, North Carolina, will face a former Arizona non-conference opponent, 9-seed Michigan State and Tom Izzo. You can never write out the Spartans in March. Then at 4:10 in Pittsburgh, 2 lower seeds going at it in the South region, 11-seed NC State, who had to win 5 games in the ACC tournament to even make the NCAA tournament. They won their first game. They now face the red-hot 3-point shooting 14-seed Oakland, who just took down Kentucky in that South region. Then at 5 o'clock in Charlotte, 2-seed Tennessee will take on 7-seed Texas, a part of the Midwest region. In the final game, we will get you at 5:40 in Omaha, 3-seed Illinois and 11-seed Duquesne in the East region. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard as we get you ready for 2-seed Arizona, 7-seed Dayton on this fine morning day. We will send it back out courtside with Brian and Ryan after this on the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready to reach your financial goals? Hughes Federal Credit Union can help you protect and grow your savings with high rates on tiered money market accounts that outperform the market statewide. We offer competitive rates based on your deposit amount. You can withdraw your money at any time without a penalty. Plus, you can feel safe knowing your principal balance is fully insured. Stop by a branch or visit hughesfcu.org/moneymarket today. Hughes Federal Credit Union. We take you further. Insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace.
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells, "What are you doing? Block him!" you can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Back to the Delta Center in 60 seconds. This is Arizona basketball from Learfield.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement. From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson.
The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaqui Tribe.
Wildcat fans, Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Arizona Athletics and Arizona men's basketball. Remember to live Moss by picking up your favorite Taco Bell items today. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. Taco Bell is locally owned and operated and is looking forward to serving Arizona Wildcat fans. Bear down and live Moss.
Survive and advance.
Now they throw the ball, got around the defense and laid it in. Leave it off for Larson. Larson fast drive down the lane, laid up and good.
If you want to be competitive in these games, sometimes you got to be able to physically dominate your opponent.
Umar puts it on the floor, into the paint, pumps, goes up, rolls it in, and he's fouled.
For us to be able to make sure, when you get to March, that you're able to be successful, toughness has to be a key element of everything we do.
Wildcat Nation, it's time to dance. Live from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, this is Wildcats basketball. Play-by-play action of today's game is brought to you by Casino del Sol, presenting sponsor of U of A basketball. By Fubo, the official streaming platform of the Pac-12 Conference. MidFirst Bank, home of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Coke Zero Sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Take a taste. By Hughes Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the University of Arizona and home to the official Arizona Athletics debit card. Back courtside, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Brian Jeffries.
Good morning from the shores of the Great Salt Lake, where in minutes the Wildcats and Dayton Flyers will decide a spot in the Sweet 16 as the NCAA basketball tournament rolls on. The second seed Wildcats 26-8 on the season. The 7th seed Flyers are 25-7. Opposite styles on display today. The high-scoring Cats face the long-range shooting Flyers. But we can't ignore the inside game where two of the nation's best will do battle. Arizona's Umar Ballo at 7 feet 260 against Dayton's Deron Holmes 6'10", 235. Ballo averaging a double-double on the season, while Holmes leads the Flyers in scoring and rebounding. Arizona looking to play in the Sweet 16 for the second time under third-year coach Tommy Lloyd. Dayton last advanced to the second weekend back in 2015, losing a regional final game to Florida. Flyers coached by Dayton alum Anthony Grant, who took over in 2018. The Flyers have won 20 or more games in 5 of the last 6 seasons. So even though it's considered a mid-major, Ryan Hansen, this is a Dayton program that's not afraid to play major college teams, and they have, and they've been successful.
This is a rich, historic program. Maybe not the deep Final Four runs that we really align high-level programs with, but when you look at the history of what they have, the support of their program, and the type of teams that they played, as you mentioned, this team is not going to shy away from an Arizona matchup in the second round today, and it's going to be a great matchup. Strength on strength to a certain degree. Slow-tempo three-point shooting team goes against fast-tempo inside-out team.
Already this season, the Flyers have faced Ohio State. It was an exhibition game, but they lost that by 8. Lost at Northwestern by 5. Beat LSU by 3. Beat St. John's by 7, lost to Houston by 14. That's part of their non-conference schedule, which again, they beef up every year to get them set. Like Tommy Lloyd gets his team set for this dance, and that's why Arizona's a 2 seed. The Wildcats did not win the automatic bid. They did win the regular season Pac-12 tournament, or championships, I should say. But it goes back again to the fact that the Wildcats played a tough schedule this year. So both these coaches, similar philosophies, and I think that's one reason why they're here.
A tough schedule for both teams and varying styles of play that both teams had to figure out. And sometimes you lose those games. When you look at what Arizona's gauntlet of their non-conference, just off the top of your head, Michigan State, Duke, Purdue, Alabama, Florida Atlantic, it was an absolute treasure trove of NCAA tournament teams and varying styles. The Wildcats this year saw some varying styles in conference play that somewhat emulate what Dayton is going to be able to roll out onto the floor today. Well, the same is true on the other side when you look at who Dayton has played and who they've had to play against and prepare for today. That's the beauty of this round of the tournament. No matter who you play, it's going to be a tough out.
Both teams had some big runs on Thursday in their victories. The Wildcats and Long Beach State were tied at 35 with 2:14 to go in the first half. The Wildcats then outscored the Beach 23-2 over the next 6 minutes and 17 seconds, spanning the first and second halves. The Wildcats went on to win it by 20. Dayton, as the story goes, and you've heard a lot about it the last couple of days, down by 17 to Nevada with 7:39 to go. Went on a 17-0 run to tie the game, a 24-4 run to end the game, and the Flyers beat the Wolfpack by a final of 20, or make that 63-60. So we're set for Arizona and Dayton. The winner moves on to LA. Starting lineups when we come back. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
You know how we Wildcats love our games, and there's no place better, closer, or safer to game than Desert Diamond Casinos. Filled with hundreds of the newest, loosest slots, dozens of your favorite table games, and superior food and beverage options. Desert Diamond is the #1 destination for your free time fun festivities. Bear down for the best time in Tucson. Go to Desert Diamond Casinos. Go Cats!
Hi, this is former Wildcat Lamont Hunley with Arizona Health. Imagine how a home gym can change your health, your comfort, and your time. Arizona Health has everything you need to transform your personal space and your life. We offer a complete line of cardio machines, multi-gyms, and free weight equipment. Our certified fitness experts and technicians will set you up with the right equipment and training to get you started and keep you going. Visit our showroom today at 22nd and Wilmot. Arizona Health, the leading edge in exercise equipment.
In the heart of the desert,
Iguodala inside for the monster jam.
you play for a family.
In lane Jefferson, sky high one-handed jam.
This is Arizona basketball from Learfield.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Arizona Complete Health is your partner through every twist and turn, bump and bruise, or new addition life has in store for you. Because our health insurance plans are plans you can count on. We have Marketplace, Medicaid, and Medicare options that give you the care you need no matter what comes your way. Arizona Complete Health, a plan for life. Learn more at planforlifeaz.com.
Tip-off is moments away on the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
Go look, jab it home, catch by 2.
Arizona basketball, fast, passing.
Time to name the starting 5 for the Wildcats. Brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Take a taste. Now, here's your Arizona starting lineup.
Caleb Love, 6'4", senior, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Pelle Larsen, I'm 6'6", I'm a senior, and I'm from Stockholm, Sweden.
Kylan Boswell, I'm 6'2", I'm a sophomore, and I'm from Champaign, Illinois.
Keyshawn Johnson, 6'7", fifth-year senior, Oakland, California.
Mark Balo, I'm 7 foot, I'm a senior, I'm from Kulikoro, Mali, West Africa.
Tommy Lloyd, head coach, Tucson, Arizona. That's my starting lineup. This is Arizona basketball from Learfield.
Pain not only keeps you off the field, but keeps you from your daily activities. Proactive Physical Therapy takes you, your pain, and your full recovery seriously. With 9 locations throughout Tucson, we offer a free injury assessment. Come see how our full recovery focus can help you get your life back. Because a good enough recovery isn't good enough. www.proactivept.com. Proactive Physical Therapy, a proud partner of Arizona Athletics and trusted choice for keeping Wildcats fans in the game.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller. Come on, boys, pick up the pace! SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells, "What are you doing? Block him!" you can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Today's temperature check presented by Proactive Physical Therapy. 57 degrees here in Salt Lake City. 50% chance of rain today with a high of 59. Windy as well. Humidity at 40%. Cloudy and 46 tomorrow. In Dayton, Ohio, it's currently 37 degrees. Very windy with a humidity at 68%. They're going to 44 today. Down to 26 tonight. Sunny and 52 tomorrow. In Tucson, 68 and cloudy with a high of 79 today, but breezy and 61 coming up tomorrow. Temperature check presented by Proactive Physical Therapy. Starting lineup for the Dayton Flyers. Nate Santos, a 6'7" junior out of Geneva, Illinois. Kobe Brea, 6'6" junior from Washington Heights, New York. Enoch Cheeks, a 6'3" junior from Providence, Rhode Island. Duron Holmes II, a 6'10" junior out of Goodyear, Arizona. And Kobe Elvis, that is, a 6'2" junior from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Anthony Grant, in his 8th year as head coach, he replaced Archie Miller, and Grant now with a record of 149 and 71. The officials today, a name that should be familiar to Arizona fans, Tony Padilla, joined by Brian O'Connell and Brooks Wells. With every three-pointer the Wildcats hit today, Lexus of Tucson will donate $100 to our local charities. Lexus of Tucson, experience amazing. I'll repeat what we mentioned at the top of the show, Rhino, and that is the Wildcats cannot get caught in a three-point game. You noticed during warm-ups today that the Flyers, they line up behind the three-point line, and what do? They all take three-point shots, and that's what they work on, because that's what they do best.
Not one player outside of Jack, the big man off the bench, took a shot inside the three-point line, other than maybe a layup just to get your legs loose. This team is going to look to the three-point shot, and when you look at the stats, Brian, one of the concerning points beyond the number one three-point shooter in the country, beyond the volume of threes that they make, you look at what the big man Duron Holmes does, and if you want to put it in perspective how potentially lethal he could be from the three-point line, his makes and attempts from the three-point line almost line up perfectly with Keyshawn Johnson. So if you think Keyshawn Johnson has been a difference maker from the three-point line, beware. Duron Holmes has the exact same ability and almost the exact same numbers.
And the other thing Holmes does, again, he's 6'10", 235. He's a very good ball handler. He can put the ball on the floor. He can drive it. So, again, this is going to be a big test, I think, for both Umar Balo and Mo Krivas today to guard Holmes no matter where he might be on the court.
Yeah, Holmes can put it on the floor. He's going to be involved in low post options. I would expect dribble handoffs and ball screen action where he could pick and roll, pick and pop, and the lane will be his entire universe. Nobody else is going to be posting up. You might see some cutters from Dayton flashing through, but it's really everything centers around the big man in Holmes, and then everybody plays off of him. When you look at the usage rate for Duron Holmes, he's up there with Zach Edey in regards to the the second most used player that's still in the NCAA tournament. That's a pretty important player for the Dayton Flyers.
Well, we haven't talked a lot about Dayton's defense. They play a lot of man-to-man, not afraid to play some zone. And, of course, zone has been a thing the Wildcats have battled all year long. They saw it against Long Beach State. They shot over the zone on Thursday. What will Dayton do today? I guess we have to wait and see. But I'm really interested. Talking to one of their assistants this morning when they got here, I kind of got that smirk like, well, we'll see what we're going to do today. They're not going to admit much, but like I said, I'm interested to see.
Yeah, historically, when you've looked at what Tommy Lloyd has deployed offensively for the last 3 years, it's easy narrative to say the zone defense hurts Arizona. And yes, in spots it has. And that's really only a testament to how good Arizona is man-to-man. Teams just do not want to go man-to-man against Tommy Lloyd's personnel and style. And it's difficult, really difficult to stop Arizona in the man. So they see a lot more zone. How Arizona deploys the attack. Will Dayton give Arizona open threes like Long Beach State did, or will it be more like the Oregon zone that is a matchup that does not allow as many open looks from the three-point line? There's varying ways to play those zone defenses.
The other thing that you would think, again, there's another side to this. When you play a team like Dayton that goes at a very slow tempo, and we saw it against Oregon at the Pac-12 tournament, we've seen it against Washington State, seen it several times this year. If they get the lead, if they're up 6 or 8 points, they slow the game down even more. UCLA, another good example. But Dayton this year has rallied 3 times from 15 or more, and we saw it on Thursday. They're down by 17 with 7:39 to go. It's not that they can't pick up the pace if they need to.
When you look at the metrics, Dayton is one of a handful of teams that are the most streaky teams in the country for good and for bad. They give up big runs almost as frequently as they go on runs themselves. Arizona, on the other hand, is a kill shot style team. When Arizona's firing on all cylinders, it's not a surprise to see 10-0 runs or more. They're one of the top 5 teams in the nation at big runs. So we will see runs today. I think it's inevitable. Who responds to those runs and who limits those runs will find themselves playing next week.
Wildcats wearing their home white uniforms, trimmed in Cardinal Navy. They are the higher seed, and Dayton will go in its red uniforms, trimmed in blue and white. We're about ready to play ball here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Great crowd on hand on a Saturday. See who can advance to L.A. next weekend. Brooks Wells will toss it at midcourt. Follow against Holmes. Wildcats win the tap. They're moving left to right, and we're underway. And Kylan Boswell, coming off his career high 20 on Thursday, will take it down to the top of the three-point line. Stop there. Feed it off to Keyshawn Johnson on the left wing. Back top, it goes to Larson. Tello looking inside. Has the pass batted away by Holmes and stolen. Here goes Dayton on the run the other way. Cheeks down four-court left now, and they'll set it up in the half-court. Go to Holmes, out between the rings, and swing it off to Brea. Now back to Cheeks. Has the ball knocked away by Boswell out of bounds, so it will stay with Dayton. Right across midcourt. Shot clock at 16. First minute of play here, and the Wildcats turn it over on their opening possession. Only 9 turnovers on Thursday for the Wildcats, and obviously that's one of the keys. Brea will inbound it and set it up backcourt now to Enoch Cheeks. Junior works his way into the lane. Kick it off to Holmes. Free throw line, Elvis. Back to Holmes, back to Elvis. Swings around a screen, drives right. Shot clock down to 4. Elvis trap, get it to Holmes. Jumper straightaways up and good for 2.
Fade away, face-up game. Holmes can make those difficult shots late in the clock.
2-0 favor of Dayton. Wildcats will take it the other way. Boswell across midcourt. Hand it off to Caleb Love. Throw it top now, off to Keyshawn between the rings. Backdoor cut to Larson inside. Off it goes to Umar Ballo, who slams it home for 2, and we're tied at 2. Great pass there from one of the Wildcats' assist men. 125th assist for Pella Larson on the season. 2-2 our score. Dayton with the ball. Holmes out top, leave it for Cheeks. Top of the circle, has it knocked away by Love and a steal. Here goes Caleb the other way. Drives on Cheeks to the bucket. Lay it up and good. And the Cats take the lead.
Great anticipation on the offside. Caleb Love's defense this year, much improved over his career.
And for Love, Wildcats tie it up now, or I should say take the lead at 42. Driving the other way. Runner is off the rim and no good by Santos, but he's fouled. And we'll get to the free throw line with 18:21 to go in the first half.
Arizona defensively, Brian, man-to-man, we will see it throughout. The perimeter players, everyone not named Dumar Ballo and Mo Krivas, will switch everything on the perimeter. So that's going to put Kylan Boswell in some positions to have to guard 6'7" Nate Santos. Santos took him to the rim. Physically, Santos reminds me of Pelle Larson. He's built very much the same.
Boswell's first foul, first team. 2 free throws coming up for Santos. The first one is good. Shoots 74% at the line. Averages 12 points. And 6.5 rebounds a game. He had a tough first half against Nevada on Thursday. Did not score, had 1 rebound, but the second half came back with 8 points and 6 boards and makes both free throws here. That ties the game at 4. Wildcat ball the other way. And some pressure in the backcourt put up by the Flyers. Love will get it to midcourt. Keyshot now a 2-on-1 break. Keyshot at the bucket. Missed the slam dunk. The ball is saved, though, inbounds by Larson to Love, back inside to Ballo, double team, shot is up, off, no good. Johnson the rebound and lay it in.
Attack the glass, Arizona. Do not be afraid of getting to the lane area. Ballo and Johnson aggressive early.
6'4" Wildcats. Keyshot with his first 2, and Dayton the other way with the ball. Driving is Elvis into the lane, kick it underneath to Holmes, won't shoot over Ballo, backs out the dribble now to the right corner. Holmes works it to the wing, now wants to drive on Ballo, looking to post him up, double team, kick it out top, and there's Cheeks trying to find some room, back to Holmes, shot clock at 5. Holmes, ball fakes, drives inside, put it up with the left hand and roll it in. Nice play for Holmes. Again, he averages 20 points a game, leading scorer for Dayton. It ties it at 6. Cats the other way. Pelle Larson throw it inside the ball, but he's fouled by Holmes. Held him. Now, Holmes is not a guy that gets into a lot of foul trouble. He's not fouled out of a game this year.
In fact, Dayton, Brian, as a team, does not foul very much. Arizona gets to the free throw line a lot. That could be a storyline.
Cats inbound, baseline left. Boswell the trigger with 17:24 to go first half. Into Love in the corner. Drives inside. Tip it inside to Ballo. Double teamed again. Cross court to Boswell. Top Larson over to Love. Springs a deep 3 out there, and it's good. Caleb Love drains the Wildcats' first Lexus of Tucson Charity 3. And Arizona goes up 9-6. 3 minutes in. Flyers with the ball. Here's Elvis. Top of the three-point line. Dribble drive right. Gets inside the arc. Drives to the bucket and just lays it in. Kobe Ellis with his first 2 averages 9. 9-8. Arizona with the lead. Love will bring it down across midcourt. Leave it high now for Johnson. Tried to throw it for Ballo, and he couldn't get to the ball. Out of bounds. Turnover Arizona. Second on the Wildcats. And for Dayton, Holmes will sit down early here, and we'll see Isaac Jack, the 6'11 sophomore, out of British Columbia, Canada, in. Now that plays about 9 minutes a game in relief of Deron Holmes. So Dayton ball down by 1, and Jack out top of the key. Standing dribble there, straddling the three-point line. Get it to Santos, inside the arc, matched up on Boswell. Can't get inside him, out to Cheeks. And they'll throw it high for Elvis now. Elvis works it inside the three-point line. Fadeaway jumper is up off the rim, no good. Long rebound tipped out, and Larson tips it to Love. Wildcats with the ball the other way. Caleb cross court over to Boswell. Arizona will set up. Around a high screen from Ballo. Boswell leave it over for Johnson on the right wing. Keyshot. Throw it back high, center circle for Love. Works his way top of the key, down to Johnson inside. Double team to Boswell, right corner. Johnson open, shoots the 3, rounded off, no good. And rebound snagged by Brea for Dayton. Obi Brea, their three-point specialist, will bring it across. Spin move, gets away from Larson. Sets it up right wing, doesn't shoot. Out to Jack, back to the basket, not looking to shoot. And he'll throw it out to Elvis. Elvis drives down to the right baseline, throw it up, over the rim, no good. 2 Wildcats there, and Ballo grabs the rebound, but his outlet is too far ahead of Love and out of bounds, and the Wildcats turn it over for the 3rd time. Timeout, 15:33 to go first half. Arizona 9, Dayton 8. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Wildcat fans, Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Arizona athletics and Arizona men's basketball. Remember to live Moss by picking up your favorite Taco Bell items today. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. Taco Bell is locally owned and operated and is looking forward to serving Arizona Wildcat fans. Bear down and live Moss.
When it comes to insurance, we don't focus on the competition. We focus on our customers. At Crest Insurance Group, customer service is not what we do, but who we are. Now more than ever, businesses and families are turning to knowledgeable partners to help provide them with the insurance coverages they need. We've worked hard to become one of the country's top independent agencies, and our clients benefit from our vision, experience, and outstanding service. Contact Crest and let our insurance professionals tell you what they see. You'll be glad you did.
Hey Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
Arizona basketball is brought to you in part by Casino del Sol, presenting sponsor of U of A basketball.
This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Arizona with a 9-8 lead. The Wildcats have hit 4 of 7. Dayton 3 of 5 from the floor. But, well, two things. Bad news for the Wildcats. 3 turnovers on a couple errant passes in particular. Good news is Dayton has not taken a three-point shot yet. They haven't had an open look.
Yeah, Arizona's done a great job of running Dayton off the three-point line, staying attached to Kobe Brea. He's a guy you do not want to give space to. He has not even been able to take a look at the basket, but he's a guy who doesn't take twos. He wants the three-point shot. Arizona on the offensive end, you mentioned it, Brian, 2 of their 3 turnovers really unforced, especially that last one from Umar Ballo. And one more note, Brian, we've seen all man-to-man defense from Dayton through the first 4.5 minutes of action. I anticipate them to hold on to that for a while.
Jaden Bradley checks in for the Wildcats along with Mo Krivas, and for Dayton, Javon Bennett, 5'10 sophomore out of Orlando, Florida, on the floor. An inbound stolen away by Keyshawn Johnson on a breakaway. He'll go to the bucket and slam it down with the windmill. And the Wildcats are up 11-8. Second turnover on Dayton. And Keyshawn takes advantage of it. So Flyers ball the other way. Bennett will take it down. Stop on the right wing. Needs some help now. And out to get it is Cheeks, and he travels. And that'll be the third turnover now on Dayton. So each team now has turned it over 3 times. Boy, the Wildcats' defense so far has looked very good.
I'm going to give Arizona credit defensively on that most recent turnover because Jaden Bradley jumped the cut there. The turnover before that, completely unforced. Dayton just threw it right to Keyshawn.
All right, Jaden Bradley will take the ball up court for the Cats. Arizona leading by 3, 5 minutes in to this game here in Salt Lake City. Catch on top for Johnson. Keyshawn dribbles to the right wing, handed off to Larson. Pella, hard drive into the lane, stops there, turns, jump shot up. No, he traveled. And that's Arizona's 4th turnover. Get the ball back to Dayton now. 14:55 to go in the first half. So Javon Bennett, who had been a starter through most of the season, but Brea has replaced him. Bennett will bring it across for Dayton. Leave it high to Deron Holmes, who's returned after picking up that foul. Bounce it to Santos, back to Bennett. Bennett, dribble drive left, picked up by Larson. Gets him down to the left block, nothing there. Throw it back on top to Brea now. Checked by Johnson. Brea around a screen from Holmes. Trying to find an opening, nothing there to Holmes. 6 to shoot. Holmes drives on Krivas, spin move. Fadeaway is up, in and out, no good. And Bradley snags the Arizona rebound. Jaden will take it in a hurry the other way. Crosses midcourt now. Wildcats will set it up from there. Bradley leave it off for Keyshawn. Johnson out high to Larson, center circle. Pella walking it down to the three-point line. Throw it inside for Krivas. Got behind Holmes. Pump fake, go up, lay it up, and in for 2. Well, Krivas gets 2 points off the bench. The Wildcats lead at 13-8. Flyers the other way. Holmes out between the rings. Walks the dribble, almost stolen away. Get it to Elvis. Working around a home screen. Top it goes to Santos. Santos drives on Larson, puts a shoulder into him. Shot missed high off the glass, no good. Long rebound out on the floor, grabbed by Keyshawn Johnson for the Wildcats. Keyshawn in a hurry, takes the dribble down, stops free throw line. Out to Bradley. And Jaden will back it up now. Bradley driving inside on Brea to the bucket. Laid up, no good, but he's fouled. And that'll get Bradley. Should get him to the line to shoot two.
Smart move by Bradley there because he had Krivas posting up on a smaller man. That means Deron Holmes was away from the basket, and Bradley decided to take it to the rim. No shot blocker at the rim. Bradley gets all the way downhill.
Nate Santos the foul, his first, team second. And Jaden Bradley to the free throw line, shooting 81.5 from the stripe. He's made 22 of his last 23 free throws. Bradley here in postseason play has picked up his scoring as well. First one is good. 28 points over the last 3 games for Jaden Bradley on 8 of 13 shooting. And a guy that has not taken a lot of shots this year, but as the season has gone on, felt more comfortable, and what a lift off the bench. One more for Bradley with 13:35 to go. First half, Wildcats up by 6. That one is good as well. And so, Wildcats now on a little 6-0 run here. Jaden with the ball. Bennett across midcourt, now picked up by Bradley. Leave it for Elvis out top of the three-point line. Circles around a screen from Holmes. Drives down inside, blocked out of bounds by Caleb Love. It'll be Dayton ball, 16 to shoot.
Elvis incredibly good with that ball handling skills off of the pick and roll. Tries to get the defender on his back and then explode to the rim. What he didn't anticipate, Caleb Love has bounce.
Kobe Brea will inbound at baseline left for Dayton. Krivas guarding the in line. They'll put the play in motion. Get it inbounds. Out top to Holmes. Leave it for Bennett. Bennett backs up the dribble now. 9 on the shot clock. Bennett picked up by KJ Lewis is on the floor for the Wildcats. Out to Brea, long ways from the bucket. 4 on the shot clock. Brea ball knocked away. Loose and grabbed away by Pella Larson. Turnover Dayton. Arizona with the ball the other way. Larson down forecourt right. Handed off to Love. Cross court over to KJ. Leave it for Bradley. Out top Krivas. And back to Love. Love drives right. Step back. Fade away. Shot up. Good for 2. Caleb Love with 7 points here in the first half. Wildcats up 17-8. 8-0 run now for Arizona. Dayton ball the other way. Bennett trying to find Elvis, but he can't get away from Love. So Bennett working right side. Gets it down baseline. Driving nothing there. Out to Brea. His first 3 of the game is an air ball that goes out of bounds. The Cats will get it backcourt.
It's early, Brian. Only 7.5 minutes, but Arizona is locked in defensively. They know the personnel. They're forcing shooters to be drivers, drivers to be shooters. They are outstanding on the defensive end.
Petras Pregame on the floor for Dayton now. 6'8 freshman out of Lithuania. Arizona ball, Love across midcourt. Working on Elvis. Leave it off for Larson. He drives down to the right baseline. Pump fake. Lean in shot is short. Ball battled for. And Pregame will pick it up for Dayton. Get it head the other way now for Kobe Ellis. Elvis waits for Holmes to catch it across midcourt. Holmes walks the dribble down. Top of the three-point line. Handed off to Brea. Circles top. Over for Pregame. Right side Bennett. And he'll fire a 3 out there. Back of the iron, no good. Mo Krivas, the Arizona rebound. Outlet to Larson. Arizona ball the other way. Over 5 minutes now, Dayton hasn't scored. Here's Love, left wing, takes the 3. That's back of the rim, no good. Holmes pushes Krivas out of the way to grab the rebound, and ahead to Bennett. Bennett down forecourt right for Dayton. Sets up the offense from there. Drives at free throw line. Ball tipped by Lewis, but saved by Brea out top. Holmes setting a screen. Brea around it to the right. Stops. Open look at the 3. This one is up and good.
Mo Krivas has to come out sooner. KJ Lewis got hung up on the screen. That gave a free look.
And that breaks the drought over 5 minutes. Dayton without a bucket. They're down 17-11. Arizona ball. Love circles around a screen. Tried to throw it inside. Picked off by Dayton. Lead pass the other way. A 2-on-1 now. Elvis pulls up for the open 3. In and out, no good. Krivas the rebound for the Wildcats. Head to Love the other way. Crosses midcourt. Crossover. Runs into Bennett. Out to Larson. Pump fake the 3. Drive free throw line. Left corner. KJ will shoot the 3. Got it! KJ Lewis with a Lexus of Tucson Charity 3. And the Cats up by 9. Dayton back the other way. 10:40 to go first half. Bennett will walk it across midcourt. Matched on Bradley. Works it down to the left wing. Looking for Holmes. Bounce it to him. Drives on Krivas. Too far underneath, but they call Krivas for a foul as he pushed him a bit down under the basket. Timeout. 10:28 to go first half. Arizona 20. Dayton 11. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
This is Arizona. And National Bank of Arizona was started here in Tucson to help local businesses and individuals with their financial needs. For more than 30 years, NBAZ has focused on providing personalized banking services to our clients. I'm Dave Lyons with National Bank of Arizona, and I personally invite you to stop into one of our branches to discover how we can help you. National Bank of Arizona, a division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
You're listening to Arizona Basketball from Learfield.
Waste Connections of Arizona is the premier provider of garbage pickup and dumpster rentals for residents, contractors, and businesses in Tucson and surrounding communities. You'll receive friendly and courteous service from local waste collection and recycling professionals who take pride in the communities we serve. That's because we raise our families right here alongside you in Tucson. For trash service for your home or business, call 520-881-4227 or go to wasteconnectionsofaz.com.
Fubo is the official streaming platform of Arizona Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FUBOTV.com.
Thank you to Casino del Sol for being our presenting sponsor of Arizona men's basketball. Discover the place where the fun never ends. Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson, and the presenting sponsor for Arizona men's basketball. Let's pause 10 seconds here for station identification. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield. Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Brian Jeffries, Ryan Hansen, thanks for joining us. Wildcats leading 20-11. Arizona 8 of 13 from the floor here in the first half, 62%. They've hit 2 of 4 threes. Dayton 4 of 12, 33%, 1 of 4 3-point shooting. You mentioned it. Cats defense right now is locked in.
Locked in. They understand the personnel. They understand what Dayton's trying to accomplish offensively. You got to stay up-tempo defensively, if that makes sense. Arizona's popping. They're running. They're flying all over the floor. If Arizona takes their foot off the gas on the defensive end, this Dayton Flyer team can get going. When you look at only 4 3-point attempts out of 12, that's far below their average in the number of attempts. Arizona needs to keep Dayton off the 3-point line.
Umar Ballo returns for the Wildcats. Caleb Love, KJ Lewis, Jaden Bradley, and Keyshawn Johnson on the floor. Brea will inbound baseline left for the Flyers. Inbounds to Holmes on the left wing. Throw it top to Jack. And lead it out high now for Cheeks and to Holmes. Holmes feed it off for Santos. Angle right. Long ways from the basket. Out to Brea. Shot clock at 7. Brea, mid-court. Drives right. Has to launch a deep 3, and it's good, but he can do it.
Last second on-ball screen worked. Umar Ballo back defensively. Good 3.
Second triple for Kobe Brea. 20-14 Wildcats. Here's well knocked away from Lewis, but saved by Bradley. Back to KJ. Works inside the 3-point line. Stops there. Off to Love. Fires another deep 3. This one drops in. It hit the back of the heel and fell in. And that is the second Lexus of Tucson Charity 3 for Caleb Love today. He's got 10 points. 23-14 Wildcats. Flyers with the ball. Holmes out top, guarded by Bradley right now, but in between the rings. He traveled, but no call. Leave it off for Brea. Hounded by KJ Lewis. To Santos between the rings. Steps around a screen from Jack. Fires an open 3. Back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Saved by KJ Lewis down in the corner, but he got pushed out of bounds. And let's see, what are they going to call here? It'll just be Arizona. No, will be Dayton ball. Could have been a foul there, but no call. 20 on the shot clock now as they'll inbound it in the right corner. And Brea will get it into Holmes, and he's fouled by KJ Lewis, trying to steal it away. It'll be the first on Lewis and the second team foul on Arizona. So the Flyers will inbound again, this time sideline next to the Arizona bench. Santos to trigger. Throw it in. Cheeks. Now top there, guarded by Bradley. Puts it on the floor. Trying to cross him over. Can't get around him. Handed to Jack. Back to Cheeks. Picked up by Keyshawn. Now to Holmes. Backing down on Ballo. Holmes has to fire it high. Ball knocked away by Johnson out of bounds. But 3.7 now on the shot clock. And the Flyers will have to inbound near midcourt.
All eyes on Kobe Brea. Look for staggered screens to try to free him up for a three.
So Brea right now, let's see where they put him on the floor. Right now he's going to be down in the lane. And KJ Lewis on him. Santos will inbound. This side of midcourt. Puts the play in motion. Again, 3.7 on the shot clock. Trying to find Brea. Can't get it to Bennett. Bennett will drive the lane. His runner is up. No good, but a foul called with half a second left on the shot clock. And 2 shots coming up here. Boy, that's unfortunate.
Bennett, what a spark plug offensively. Undersized at 5'10", but don't diminish his heart and his aggressive style off the dribble as he took Jaden Bradley into the lane and got clobbered.
First foul on Umar Ballo and the 13th foul on Arizona. And to the free throw line, Javon Bennett, transfer out of Merrimack. He was the Northeast Conference Rookie of the Year last year and puts in the first of 2 free throws. In fact, he led the nation last year in steals. He had 99 steals last year, did Bennett. 36 this season at Dayton. Second free throw is good. Shoots 81% out there. Makes it a 23-16 Arizona lead. 8:59 to go in the first half. Wildcats will inbound at backcourt. Pressure going to be put up now as Santos back covering Boswell, but no trap. See if they get it at midcourt off to KJ Lewis. Back to Boswell. Crosses, and now Dayton will back up. Boswell stops. He's open. He'll take the 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound stolen away by KJ Lewis. Slaps it to Love down the baseline. Fired out to Boswell. Back to Love right side. Back to Boswell. Back to Love. He'll shoot the 3 from the right wing. Got it! Oh, what a sequence there for the Cats.
Offensive rebound leads to an open 3 as Dayton was scrambling defensively.
13 points for Caleb Love. His 3rd Lexus of Tucson charity 3 of the day. Cats up 26-16. Biggest lead so far. Jack catches it just inside the 3-point line for Dayton. Throw it out for Cheeks. Jumper is up. Back of the rim, no good. Grabs his own rebound inside. Pump fake. Lay it up. Missed that. And Keyshawn Johnson grabs the Arizona rebound. Outlet to KJ Lewis. Lewis quickly down forecourt left. Stops on the wing. Bounce pass to Keyshawn. Throw it inside. Ball wide open and lays it in. Timeout, Dayton.
Ball movement. Attack. Get that defensive rebound and put Dayton on their heels. Wildcats on a run.
7:57 to go. First half here in Salt Lake City. Arizona 28, Dayton 16. Back in a moment. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement. From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson. The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaki Tribe.
Cat Nation, banked like a champion. MidFirst Bank is the largest privately owned bank in the nation, meaning you get a range of products and features you need with a customer service you deserve. Being privately owned, MidFirst Bank is not impacted by the ups, downs, and double dribbles of the stock market. So bank with MidFirst today and feel like the champion of your finances. Learn more at midfirst.com. Member FDIC.
Hey Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high-quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
Arizona basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. There's magic when we cheer together.
MidFirst Bank, proud to be the exclusive bank provider of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Visit midfirst.com/Wildcats to get yours today. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. Wildcats 11 of 17 from the floor, shooting 65%. Dayton 5 of 16, shooting 31%. 3-point line, Arizona's 4 of 7. Caleb Love has hit 3 of 4. And Dayton, one of the best in the country, 2 of 6. And it's not just 2 of 6, Rhino. It's, again, not giving them good looks at the bucket.
I think the most important number is 6. And Arizona has been so focused on keeping Dayton off the three-point line. But what's been special defensively is they've not given up a lot of drives and scores in the paint. Dayton only 4 points in the paint. Sometimes when you overcorrect defensively and put guys on the three-point line, you give up stuff in the paint. Great activity from Arizona.
Biggest lead for the Wildcats, 12 points right now, 28-16, 7:57 to go in the first half. Wildcats on the floor now with Ballo, Johnson, Boswell, Larson, and Love. So they're starting 5 out there. And Dayton will bring Bennett back into the ball game, along with Brea, Elvis, Holmes, and Santos. So Flyers ball. Bennett will bring it across. Leave it Holmes out center circle over to Santos high left, and to Bennett out between the rings. Bennett around a screen from Holmes. Throw it back to Holmes. 3 ball straight away is up back of the rim. No good. Pello Larson there for the Arizona rebound. Flyers now 2 for 7 outside the arc. Here's Larson down the other way. Throw it inside for Ballo. Double team. Slam it home. 2 more for O. He's got 6 points. 30-16 Arizona. Here's Bennett the other way. Inside the arc. Throw it up on the run in the lane. Missed it. No good. Keyshawn Johnson snags the rebound. Stolen away by Bennett. And he loves to do that. Wide open. Here's Elvis for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound tip to Keyshawn. Cats avoid giving up points there. And they'll take it the other way. Larson down full court right. Pella to the top of the key. Drives left. Stops at the elbow. Out to Love. Caleb. Step back. Bennett on him defensively. Leave it for Boswell. Kylan bounce it off to Ballo. Outside the three-point line. Over to Boswell. Kicked it off his foot. And the ball's going to roll out of bounds. But last touched by Dayton. So it'll be Arizona ball. Shot clock at 7. Timeout. 6:54 to go in the first half. Here at the Delta Center. Arizona 30, Dayton 16. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Winner of the BBB Torch Awards for Ethics.
Parker & Sons.
Voted #1 12 years in a row by consumers in Ranking Arizona.
Parker & Sons Plumbing.
5-star service and Google Home Services certified.
Parker.
Angie's List Super Service Award.
Parker & Sons.
Contractor of the Year Award.
Parker & Sons.
Parker & Sons is the most decorated company in Tucson, with award-winning installations and service for all your AC, plumbing, and electrical needs. Call Parker at 520-2REPAIR. That's 520, the number 2, then REPAIR for Parker.
Waste Connections of Arizona is the premier provider of garbage pickup and dumpster rentals for residents, contractors, and businesses in Tucson and surrounding communities. You'll receive friendly and courteous service from local waste collection and recycling professionals who take pride in the communities we serve. That's because we raise our families right here alongside you in Tucson. For trash service for your home or business, call 520-881-4227 or go to wasteconnectionsofaz.com.
You know how we Wildcats love our games. And there's no place better, closer, or safer to game than Desert Diamond Casinos. Filled with hundreds of the newest, loosest slots, dozens of your favorite table games, and superior food and beverage options. Desert Diamond is the #1 destination for your free time fun festivities. Bear down for the best time in Tucson. Go to Desert Diamond Casinos. Go Cats!
And we're brought to you by Fubo. Watch every Pac-12 game live without cable. Arizona 30, Dayton 16. And we've got 6:54 to go here in the first half. First game of the day in the round of 32. More games coming up. There will be another game right after us here. It is not a West game. It's a Midwest game between Kansas and Gonzaga. And some of those fans starting to make their way in. The Arizona fan section here is behind the Arizona bench. The Dayton fan section is opposite them on the other side of the court. But a great crowd here at the Delta Center to take this game in. 7-0 run for the Wildcats right now, and so far Arizona is dictating this game, Ryan.
Yeah, statistically speaking, every stat looks very good for the Wildcats. Dominant on the glass, 14-6. Excellent job defensively, hitting 4 threes to Dayton's 2. The only concern, 6 turnovers for Arizona, so a few mishandles there. The one stat I really like, points in the paint. Arizona 14, Dayton 4. Continue to feed Oumar Ballo.
And you saw him on that last slam dunk that Holmes just could not handle his body. All right, Cats will inbound the ball midcourt. Pella Larson to trigger, get it into Jaden Bradley, back to Larson. Pella drives the top of the key, 4 on the shot clock. Inside to Ballo, open again, falling down, he traveled. Just off balance, and that becomes the 7th turnover. But if that didn't happen, guess what? He's flushing 2 more. So Dayton ball back the other way. Bennett across midcourt. Leave it out for Holmes. Walks the dribble down to the right wing. High it goes to Elvis. Swinging around to screen. Elvis drives right all the way down through the bottom half of the lane. Bounce it to Holmes. He's matched up on Boswell, then lost the ball out of bounds. But last touch by Arizona.
Excellent defense by Kylan Boswell, who got matched up defensively in the low block against Holmes. He was active. It was his hands that knocked it out.
Boswell leads the Wildcats in steals, and that's why. Bennett to inbound, 12 on the shot clock. Looking for Holmes, who's just pushing on Bennett. Get it inside to Brea, 3 ball off the rim, no good. Holmes the rebound, and he puts it in off the glass. Beautiful shot by Deron Holmes. On the follow there, he's got 6 points, 30-18. Arizona with the lead, 6:15 to go first half. Bradley with the dribble, drives right of the lane, throw it out to Ballo. Free throw line, spin move on Holmes, jumper is up and good. 0 with 8. Wildcats up 32-18. Holmes out between the rings, walks the dribble down left wing, throw it out to Santos. Hand it off, angle right to Elvis, top to Holmes, give him some space, won't take the 3, and back to Elvis, swings around to screen, looking for the 3, hunting for it, picked up now by Keyshot, 7 to shoot, inside to Holmes, drives, and lost the ball off his knee out of bounds, turnover, Dayton, Oumar Ballo, excellent defense.
Deron Holmes trying to use his quickness, spin, looking to get around Ballo. You're not going through Ballo, but he couldn't that time. Turnover, Dayton, number 5.
So Cats ball, some pressure in the backcourt. Boswell will take it down, goes right by Elvis, and then circles around to set up the half court. Leave it out for Bradley near the center circle. Sets the play from there. Bradley puts it on the floor, works it down to the right wing. Bennett on it defensively, feed it high for Larson. Pella, hook it over left side. Key shot, pump fake the 3. Kick it out for Bradley. 6 to shoot now. Bradley, jumper left side, around it off, no good. Rebound Santos for Dayton. Fires back the other way. 5:10 to go first half. Leave it for Devon Bennett and to Holmes. Over right side, Santos got away from Bradley and gets to the bucket and banks it home. Santos gets his first bucket of the game, first field goal of the game. 32-20 Arizona. Under 5 to go first half. Larson with the ball angle right, holding it there. Takes it out between the rings, feed it over for Boswell. Puts it on the floor. Drives down baseline underneath. His bounce pass almost stolen away, but out of bounds was Brea. And so the Wildcats get a break there. They'll keep it with 12 to shoot.
Dayton's defense was funneling Kylan Boswell baseline, and that's not where Boswell does his damage towards the basket. Just not a lot of explosion to finish at the rim, so good defense from Dayton.
Love will replace Boswell, and Caleb will inbound the ball baseline right. 4:44 to go first half. Arizona leading by 12, and Love to inbound. Looking, gets it into Larson now. He's open, a deep 3 out there is good. Pella Larson drains Alexis of Tucson Charity 3. And the Wildcats are up 35-20. So Arizona now from 3-point range, 5 of 8 today. Dayton's 2 of 9 in the lane. Elvis, ball knocked away. Loose and saved inbounds by the Wildcats. Johnson had to Love the other way. Here's Caleb, bounce pass down to Larson. Lean in, shot is good for 2.
Get the defensive rebound and attack. Arizona 3-on-2 break. Pella to the rim.
Back-to-back buckets for Pella Larson. 37-20. Arizona is good for Holmes.
He's going to continue shooting that. Ballo, a little fatigued, didn't come running at him. Holmes for 3.
37-23 Arizona. Cats with the ball. Get it to Larson, top of the key, over to Bradley, drives the lane, shot missed, no good, whistle and a foul. And get Bradley to the line, 3:44 to go. Here in the first half, timeout on the floor, and the Wildcats leading 37-23. Right Way has been taking care of the Southern Arizona community's heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical needs since 1959. If it's worth doing, do it the right way. We talked about this on Thursday, Rano, against Long Beach State. They're not the same. I mean, Long Beach and Dayton are not the same teams, but Arizona's attacking style and how effective it can be at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, when Arizona wants to push tempo and how they can force their will, get stops and don't slow it down. Keyshawn Johnson had that rebound and turn, and he was looking. His eyes were wide open for Arizona's runouts. Caleb Love, Pella Larson running with him. And we've been talking a lot about Arizona's defense, and the numbers, again, looking good. 3 for 10 shooting from beyond the arc for Dayton. Total 33% shooting. That's been excellent. But what is Arizona doing offensively? And that's what you're talking about, the attack mentality. Get to the rim in transition, focus on the inside-out game for the Wildcats, knock down open looks, 68% shooting for Arizona. That's why when you couple that with the defense, you've got a double-digit lead.
No, on the season, if you look at Dayton's numbers, they're a decent defensive team. They give up 41-6 from the floor, but again, the Wildcats today so far are 15 of 22, 5 of 8 three-point shooting, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Arizona's out-rebounded Dayton 15-8. Keyshawn Johnson with 5 rebounds to lead Arizona, and Deron Holmes has 2 to top Dayton at this point. Again, the only trouble spot for the Wildcats has been the 7 turnovers, but they're actually +2 on points off turnovers. But those paint numbers look really good. And to be honest, Rhino, I mean, we're biased here, but Arizona should dominate the paint, right?
It's what they've done. Averaged about 42, 44 points in the paint on the season. They've been down in the last handful of games. Teams have been able to block off Arizona's ability to get the ball into the paint. We've seen, though, Brian, primarily man-to-man defense from Dayton. By my count, unofficially, only 3 possessions of zone for Dayton. Arizona scored on all 3. So you do your job early, get them out of the zone, and then you can continue to play against the defense you want to play against, which is the man.
Caleb Love leaving the Wildcats with 13 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from three-point range. And consider this, that coming into the game today, Love was 7 of his last 33 from outside the arc. You knew that, he had the ability to do what he's done today. I even thought on Thursday, even though he didn't have a great percentage shooting with his 18 points, he was shooting with confidence.
When you watch his mannerisms off the ball, how he's moving on the defensive end and without the basketball, he was moving with intent. He was popping around. He's definitely popping around today. When you knock down 3 trays in the first half, you're feeling good and confident. We need a Caleb who's confident, not overconfident. Wildcats have been able to benefit from his point production.
And Pella Larson, by the way, 5 assists here in the first half. He had 5 assists on Thursday against Long Beach. And after the timeout, Jaden Bradley will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul was on Santos, his second. First free throw good. Bradley 3 for 3 at the line. Jaden, transfer out of Alabama, one of the Wildcats who had postseason experience before putting on a U of A uniform. Second free throw is up, rolls off, no, and Holmes grabs the rebound for Dayton. So Flyers ball down 38-23, 3:38 to go in the first half. Santos out top, leave it for Holmes, 1 dribble, right side, looking for some room is Cheeks. No shot, swing it around the horn over to Bennett. Matched on Bradley. Shot clock at 12. Bennett will drive it into the lane. Kick it off underneath. Santos spin move. Ball knocked away. Stolen. Here's Love with it. The other way for the Cats. Bounce pass ahead to Bradley. Bradley into the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebound grabbed by Holmes. Cats can't take advantage of the turnover. Now Bennett in a hurry the other way. He'll take it down quickly to Brea. Right corner. 3 ball up. In and out. No good by Cheeks. Mo Krivas the rebound. He's fouled in backcourt.
Arizona's Jaden Bradley, excellent job. I know he missed that last lay-in, but he puts pressure on the defense with his ability to get to the rim. Wildcats avoid giving something up on the other end because of great recovery defense.
So it'll be Arizona ball backcourt with 3:04 showing here in the first half. The foul on Enoch Cheeks, his first. And on Dayton, that's now 14 fouls. So no shots. The Wildcats will inbound it. And some full court pressure put up by Dayton, inbounded to Bradley. Corner, no trap there though. Cheeks on him defensively, and Bradley will bring it up. Here comes Bennett trying to trap him, but they get it across now to Larson. Pella stops left wing, out high to Bradley. Under 3 to go first half. Bradley puts it on the floor. Stops top of the circle. Leave it out for Krivas and out to Love. 12 to shoot. Love circles right. Tried to feed it inside. Ball knocked away, but grabbed by Krivas, who slams it home for 2.
Fortuitous bounce after the deflection right into Krivas' breadbasket.
Second bucket for Mo Krivas. 40-23 Arizona. Here's Brea with the ball around a screen. Leave it off for Holmes. He'll fire the 3 from the left wing. That's good. His second triple. 12 points now for Deron Holmes. And if Brea can't get open, Holmes now trying to do the job. 40-26 Wildcats. Bradley across midcourt. 2:15 showing before intermission. Jaden Bradley, standing dribble. Leave it out for Love, center circle now. Santos giving him space. Larson setting a screen. Larson gets the ball back, and he traveled. Yeah, he was so eager to get that ball into Krivas, who was driving for the bucket, and that will be the 8th Arizona turnover of the half.
That's been the problem for Arizona. If there has been one today, taking care of the ball, they had an opportunity to extend the lead there.
All right, lead now at 14. There's Holmes driving on Krivas. Trapped right of the lane. Throw it out top. Nothing there for Cheeks. Off to Bennett for 3. Missed no good. Love there for the Arizona rebound. Looking deep. Nobody open. So bounce ahead to Keyshawn. Broken up and stolen by Cheeks. He'll drive the other way and slam it home.
Try to go for the home run pass. You don't get it. You give up momentum play for Dayton. Timeout, Tommy Lloyd.
9 Arizona turnovers now. And the Wildcat lead has been cut to 12 with 1:37 to go in the half. So Tommy Lloyd wants to settle his guys down a bit here. Umar Balla will check in. And the Dayton fans trying to give their team some juice here and get a little run going before halftime. The Wildcats have still shot the ball incredibly well, 67% to Dayton's 36%. And the points off turnovers now tied at 6.
Yeah, so it's not the home run, the pick 6 style of turnovers, but you're shooting 67%. You don't need the home run pass from Caleb Love. And as Lute Olson always said in this situation, time and score. Understand the situation. There's 2 minutes left in the half. You don't need the home run pass there. You'd rather work clock with the 14-point lead versus giving Dayton any sign of life. And boy, have we seen when they get a little bit of breath, they're a streaky team. You don't want to give them hope towards the end of the half.
MidFirst Bank, home of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats for details. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. Wildcats inbound at backcourt. Larson into Love, and he'll work it up now against Cheeks. Love crosses midcourt. Cheeks right on him defensively. Man-to-man defense for the Flyers. Out to Boswell. Boswell bounce it to Ballo above the three-point line. Couple dribbles off to Larson. Looking to drive on Santos. Nothing there. Handed to Love. 9 to shoot. Love out top of the circle. He'll fire a deep 3 out there side of the rim. No good. And the rebound tip to Bennett. And now here come the Flyers on the run. Bennett quickly down. Off to Cheeks. Looked at the 3. Didn't take it. Runs into Johnson in the lane. Turns, pumps, can't shoot. Out top to Holmes. Over to Bennett. Angle left. Bennett drives again into the lane. Little floater is up off. No good. Holmes the rebound. And he's fouled on his way up and will go to the line. So 55.7 left in the half. And the chance here for Dayton to pick up a couple more points. Holmes will go to the free throw line. Shoots 71%. He gets to the line a lot. You can understand why. Foul on Arizona on Boswell. That'll be his second. 5th team foul on the Cats. First free throw is good.
Deron Holmes ranks 6th in the nation at drawing fouls. So as you mentioned, lots of free throws for this big.
By the way, he and Boswell, both graduates of Arizona Compass Prep up in Phoenix. They didn't play together. Boswell arrived as Holmes was departing for Dayton. Second free throw by Holmes is good. So 14 points for Deron Holmes. He averages 20. And the Flyers have shaved 7 off the Wildcats' big lead. Arizona with the ball. Boswell stumbles a bit. Ball knocked away by Bennett. And a foul on Boswell trying to get it back. And that's his third. And now the Flyer fans really excited.
Great defense from Bennett. You talked about his ability to steal the basketball at Merrimack last year. The pressure from Dayton getting to Kylan Boswell. Wildcats, that has been their problem tonight.
That is now 10 Arizona turnovers here in the first half. And so Flyers ball. We're down to 42 seconds left in the half. Out top Santos, leave it off for Brea, trying to find the three. He'll fire it over Larson. It's good.
You could see it coming. He sized him up, hands down from the defender, made three.
And the Flyers have taken 10 points off Arizona's big lead. Here's Bradley in backcourt. Double team trap, needs help. Fire cross court, and it's grabbed by Love. Still in backcourt, 10-second call, 11th Arizona turnover.
And their fourth in a row.
Dayton down by 7 with momentum. 18.4 left in the half. They can play for the last shot.
We've seen this movie on Thursday from Dayton. They crank up the defense, they start hitting shots, and they start gathering and grabbing momentum back.
It was 37-20 Arizona, and now a 13-3 run. Dayton ball. Bennett standing dribble. And again, they'll let it run down. 10 seconds left in the half. Put the play in motion. Bennett still out high right. Leave it for Holmes. Top of the circle. Driving on Bradley. 4 seconds. Holmes backing his way down. Turn around. Fire it out. Bennett. The three is up. It is in and out. No good. And at the half, the Wildcats by 7. Arizona 40. Dayton 33. Recap when we come back. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Want to live in the heart of it all? A stylish, sophisticated home just steps away from the area's top restaurants and events in town? Then you need to get in at the Flynn. With the city's best views and easy access to I-10, the Flynn is urban upscale apartment living at its finest. Rent a spacious 2 or 3 bedroom apartment home and live, work, and play in the heart of old downtown Tucson. To learn more about the Flynn, visit theflynn.com. That's THEFLIN.com. The Flynn is professionally managed by HSL Asset Management, LLC, an equal housing opportunity provider.
Arizona Complete Health is your partner through every twist and turn, bump and bruise, or new addition life has in store for you. Because our health insurance plans are plans you can count on. We have Marketplace, Medicaid, and Medicare options that give you the care you need no matter what comes your way. Arizona Complete Health, a plan for life. Learn more at planforlifeaz.com.
You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
Pain not only keeps you off the field, but keeps you from your daily activities. Proactive Physical Therapy takes you, your pain, and your full recovery seriously. With 9 locations throughout Tucson, we offer a free injury assessment. Come see how our full recovery focus can help you get your life back. Because a good enough recovery isn't good enough. www.proactivept.com. Proactive Physical Therapy, a proud partner of Arizona Athletics and trusted choice for keeping Wildcats fans in the game. Fubo is the official streaming platform of Arizona Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FUBOTV.com.
It's halftime on the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield. Stats, a first half recap, and a check of scores from around the rest of the Pac-12 are all ahead. Now, let's go back courtside.
Halftime here in Salt Lake City, Arizona 40, Dayton 33. The Wildcats led in scoring by Caleb Love with 13 points, 3 for Jaden Bradley, 5 for Pella Larson, 3 points for KJ Lewis, 8 for Umar Ballo, 4 for Mo Krivas, and 4 points for Keyshawn Johnson. For the Dayton Flyers, they were topped by Deron Holmes with 14 points, 2 for Javon Bennett, 4 points for Nate Santos, 9 for Kobe Brea, 2 for Enoch Cheeks, and 2 points for Kobe Ellis. Halftime, Arizona 40, Dayton 33. More coming up in a moment. This is Wildcat Basketball from Learfield.
Ready to reach your financial goals? Hughes Federal Credit Union can help you protect and grow your savings with high rates on tiered money market accounts that outperform the market statewide. We offer competitive rates based on your deposit amount. You can withdraw your money at any time without a penalty. Plus, you can feel safe knowing your principal balance is fully insured. Stop by a branch or visit hughesfcu.org/moneymarket today. Hughes Federal Credit Union. We take you further. Insured by NCAA. Certain restrictions apply.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Wildcat fans, Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Arizona athletics and Arizona men's basketball. Remember to live Moss by picking up your favorite Taco Bell items today. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. Taco Bell is locally owned and operated and is looking forward to serving Arizona Wildcat fans. Bear down and live Moss.
Copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Arizona. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Arizona and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Arizona.
Wildcats shot 64% in the first half to Dayton's 35%, yet it is a 7-point Arizona lead here at halftime, and the Flyers with a lot of momentum headed to the locker room. We'll run down all the official stats coming up a little bit later, but a 10-0 run to end that half for Dayton. The Wildcats turned the ball over 4 times during that run over the last 2 minutes and 43 seconds of the half, Rhino, and the Wildcats understand now why Dayton's here. They're good.
They're very good, and they're streaky, and we've seen that throughout the course of the season. Saw it Thursday, a 24-4 run to close out Nevada and win that game, overcoming a 17-point deficit. So you knew they weren't going to go away. How did they get back in the game? You hit it. Arizona turnovers. Wildcats trying a little bit too much. I think that home run pass from Caleb Love sparked Dayton with the dunk right off that. Then the perimeter pressure picked up. This is a perimeter-oriented team. Even Deron Holmes is very mobile and active defensively, forcing 11 turnovers for Arizona. That is a recipe for disaster no matter how well you're shooting. And if you're Dayton, you're looking at your shooting percentage saying, if we shoot 35.5% and are down 7, we're right in this game, and they are correct.
All right. Well, now, if that's not scary enough, how about this? Dayton has trailed by 17 points in 3 of their last 5 games, and they've won 2, and they were down by 17 here today. The Wildcats only trailed once. Dayton led 2-0, and that was it. 17 seconds they led this game. Arizona led the rest of the half. The Wildcats went up by 12 at 28-16, then by 14 at 30-16, and their big lead was 17 points at 37-20, but that's when Dayton started to make the move, and they outscored the Wildcats 13-3 to close out the half. And at the break, it's a 7-point lead for the Cats, 40-33. The winner moves on to the Sweet 16 next Thursday in Los Angeles. First game of the day in the NCAA tournament. Lots more to come, including another game here in Salt Lake City in the Midwest, as Gonzaga and Kansas will play, and their fans starting to make their way into the building. MidFirst Bank, proud to be the exclusive bank provider of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Visit midfirst.com/Wildcats to get yours today. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. Preview of what's to come with Andrew Allison. That's coming up next. This is Wildcat Basketball from Learfield.
Wildcat fans, Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Arizona athletics and Arizona men's basketball. Remember to live Moss by picking up your favorite Taco Bell items today. Open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m., Taco Bell is locally owned and operated and is looking forward to serving Arizona Wildcat fans. Bear down and live Moss.
Ready to reach your financial goals? Hughes Federal Credit Union can help you protect and grow your savings with high rates on tiered money market accounts that outperform the market statewide. We offer competitive rates based on your deposit amount. You can withdraw your money at any time without a penalty. Plus, you can feel safe knowing your principal balance is fully insured. Stop by a branch or visit hughesfcu.org/moneymarket today. Hughes Federal Credit Union. We take you further. Insured by NCAA. Certain restrictions apply.
Arizona basketball is brought to you by eBay Motors. Burn rubber, not cash, by shopping on eBay Motors. ebaymotors.com.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Fubo is the official streaming platform of Arizona Athletics. With Fubo, you can watch every Pac-12 game, plus more college and pro sports, shows, movies, and news on over 350 live TV channels. Stream it live on your TV, phone, and other devices. No cable required. The best part? You can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FUBOTV.com.
Time for the latest scores and highlights from around the Pac-12 and the nation. Brought to you by P3 Health Partners Arizona. P3 Arizona supports seniors in getting the care they deserve. Visit p3arizona.org to learn more. Now let's go to the Learfield Network Studios.
And welcome back into the Learfield Network Studios. Halftime rolling along. 2-seed Arizona has a 40-33 lead over the 7-seed Dayton in the West Regional Round of 32 game. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is going on around the nation. We're actually going to start out with a U of A athletics update as things are going on. Track and field competing in the Willie Williams Classic, and they're hosting that one all day long. The women's swimming and diving team is in the NCAA Championships in Athens, Georgia. Game starting at about 10 o'clock, so currently underway. The beach volleyball team is hosting Missouri State. The gymnastics team competing at noon in the Pac-12 Championships up in West Valley City, Utah. The women's basketball team later today at 12:30 will be taking on Syracuse in Storrs, Connecticut, a part of the NCAA Women's Tournament. Syracuse is the 6th seed in that one. Winner of that one will most likely face UConn. At 2 o'clock, the beach volleyball team will host Arizona Christian University, while the softball team is in Berkeley taking on number 19 Cal, and at 2:05, the baseball team is in Eugene taking on Oregon. All right, moving on to the men's basketball tournament. We're actually going to start out yesterday because there was a Pac-12 team that played yesterday, and that was Colorado taking on the 7-seed Florida. And it was Colorado getting the win. They had a big lead late. They saw it dwindle, but got the last-second bucket and move on to face Marquette tomorrow in the round of 32. All right, sticking with games today now. After our game at 12:15, the Delta Center in the Midwest region, 4-seed Kansas, 5-seed Gonzaga, 2 teams that are blue bloods but kind of having an off season. Then later, the top seed in our region plays in Charlotte. That's at 2:30 as top seed North Carolina will face a former Arizona non-conference opponent, 9-seed Michigan State, and you never count out Tom Izzo when it comes to March, at least in the early rounds. Moving on at 3:10 in Omaha. The next Pac-12 team plays today. 2-seed Iowa State taking on 7-seed Washington State, a part of that East region at 3:10. And let's go ahead and listen to some sound first from Cougs head coach Kyle Smith on the style of play that needs to be played versus Iowa State?
Probably Iowa State. It will be lower scoring if we take care of the ball. If they turn us over, which is what they're good at, then they'll get up and down a little bit. So we'll take our shots at them too and our advantages, but we'll see. And it's not, they really don't run as much off transition, off misses as they do. They just turn you over and just get numbers.
Let's go ahead now and listen into Iowa State head coach T.J. Otzelberger on the biggest pressure of Washington State.
The ball pressure needs to be terrific. It needs to be hard for them to get the ball into the post and the paint. When they're able to do that, we need to be sharp on our rotations, whether we trap, whether we don't. We've got to make sure that we're in position to be mindful of that at all times and just try to bring, a defensive presence to speeding the basketball. All those things are going to be really important.
Again, that is 2-seed Iowa State and 7-seed Washington at 3:10. An hour later, over in Pittsburgh, we have our first double-digit seed matchup, 11-seed NC State and 14-seed Oakland in the South region. Then at 5 o'clock in Charlotte, 2-seed Tennessee and 7-seed Texas in the Midwest region. At 5:40 in Omaha, 3-seed Illinois and 11-seed Duquesne in that East region. And then the nightcap also features a Pac-12 school. It is the 11-seed Oregon Ducks and the 3-seed Creighton Blue Jays out of the Midwest region. That is in Pittsburgh. Let's go ahead and listen in on Dana Altman talking about Creighton's ability to pass and why that's such a serious threat for the Oregon Ducks.
One of the most underrated skills in basketball is passing and catching the ball. They got a lot of good passers, and they catch the ball and move it really well. And they're ready to shoot it when they do pass it. And they've got the floor spread so much because all of them can shoot it that it creates gaps. It's hard to help. And there's a reason they're a 3-seed. And they make plays for each other. They do a great job of knowing where each other's going to be, and they run their stuff. Offensively, they're a handful. Defensively, their numbers are good. And that's why I said we're going to have to bring our A game. We're going to have to play very well.
And Coach Altman's squad did bring their A game the last time they played, especially Jeremy Kuznard, who had 40 points in their first game. But Coach Greg McDermott of the Blue Jays doesn't want to overreact, but he recognizes that you do have to change your defense a little bit on that.
I mean, I don't think you ever want to overreact to a crazy, outstanding game by a player. I think everybody has them. Not many have them like the one he had yesterday on this stage, but he scored at every level. We have to make sure that the best we can get him to take the shots that we want him to take, not the shots that he wants to take. And that sounds easy in theory. It's very difficult because of his size and strength and the pace that he plays with. Probably mix up our ball screen coverages so he doesn't get comfortable. He's a terrific player.
Again, that is 3-seed Creighton and 11-seed Oregon at 6:40 in Pittsburgh. That'll do it for your look at the out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back, we will get you first half stats, second half action as halftime. We're coming to a close. 2-seed Arizona leads 7-seed Dayton 40-30 with a Sweet 16 berth on the line. After this on the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
Chat Nation, get your Arizona Athletics debit card from MidFirst Bank so you can show your Wildcat pride every time you make a purchase. MidFirst is an official corporate partner of Arizona Athletics. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats or stop by any of the 20 MidFirst banking centers in the Valley to get your official Arizona Athletics debit card today. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
Want to live in the heart of it all? A stylish, sophisticated home just steps away from the area's top restaurants and events in town? Then you need to get in at the Flynn. With the city's best views and easy access to I-10, the Flynn is urban upscale apartment living at its finest. Rent a spacious 2 or 3 bedroom apartment home and live, work, and play in the heart of old downtown Tucson. To learn more about the Flynn, visit theflynn.com. That's THEFLIN.com. The Flynn is professionally managed by HSL Asset Management, LLC, an equal housing opportunity provider.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy happiness. But money did buy your boat, where you find peace fishing, unlike at home with 3 teenage daughters. Because fish never argue about who stole whose crop top, or get mad the other fish used up all the hot water. No, they just swim around, never embarrassed to be seen with you in public. So save money by bundling your boat or RV insurance with home or auto from Progressive. And buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Our first Wildcat Stats are presented by Coke Zero Sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Take a taste.
Halftime here in Salt Lake City, Arizona 40, Dayton 33. The Wildcats shot 64% from the floor in that first half, making 16 of 25, 5 of 9 three-point shooting. That's 56%, and 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Dayton shot 35-5 from the floor, making 11 of 31, 5 of 15 in three-point shooting, 6 of 6 at the free throw line. The Wildcats out-rebounded the Flyers 18-12. Arizona topped by Keyshawn Johnson with 5 rebounds. And for Dayton, Deron Holmes had 5. Turnovers again, and that's kind of the story for the Wildcats in that first half. 6 turnovers for Dayton, 5 steals for the Flyers in that first half. In some ways, I know the Wildcats are lucky. They've been outscored by 3 on points off turnovers. It could have been worse.
It hasn't been the pick six variety of turnovers that have cost Arizona, except for one of those late that really shifted the momentum. But the Wildcats' ability to score when they just take care of the basketball has been so incredibly efficient that those turnovers then become so problematic. And that momentum that was seized back by Dayton is not a surprise. We're in the second round of the tournament. Teams aren't going to wilt. They're not just going to fold over, especially a team as good as Dayton is. And Arizona, we know they did a great job defensively, recovering to the three-point line, forcing Dayton to take twos or at least bring it inside. In the last half of the first half is when all those 5 threes came.
One foul situation to keep an eye on. Kylan Boswell with 3 fouls in that first half. No other Wildcat had more than 1. And for Dayton, Nate Santos with 2 fouls. Again, no one else more than, in fact, only 4 fouls committed by Dayton. They don't foul a lot. And Arizona committed 6 fouls in that first half of play. So Arizona leading by 7 at halftime. This is just the 3rd meeting between these two teams. And all 4, I should say the 4th meeting, and all 4 have taken place on neutral courts. It goes back to March of 1951. Dayton won an NIT quarterfinal game from the Wildcats in New York City. 1991 at the Hawaii Tip-Off Classic, the Wildcats beat the Flyers. And then November of 2000, these two teams met up in Maui. Arizona won that ball game 76-59. The Wildcats went on to win the championship in Maui that year. Arizona did play a game at UD Arena in Dayton back in 1995, an NCAA tournament game first round to nearby Miami of Ohio. And the Wildcats lost that game 71-62. Ben Davis, Joseph Blair, Damon Stoudemire on that team. And Jermaine Henderson was a member of the Miami of Ohio team that beat the Wildcats. He is now in his first year as an assistant at Dayton, sitting on the bench with head coach Anthony Grant.
Well, Brian, we saw the first 5 minutes of the game against Long Beach State in the second half was key for Arizona. They broke it open, never trailed, never got into single digits after that. Dayton has possession of the basketball here, down 7. How does Arizona respond to start the first 5 minutes?
And before we get to that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Wildcat Basketball from Learfield. All right, here we go. 20 minutes to the Sweet 16. Arizona and Dayton. Cats by 7. Flyers ball to start this second half. Same starting 5 for both teams. And out top, Santos handling it now for Dayton. Feed it off for Cheeks, left wing, guarded by Larson. And DeBrea fires a pretty good look at a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Larson for the Wildcats. Set that up for the nation's best three-point shooter. Comes up empty. Cats ball. Johnson has it knocked away, but he saves it. Out high to Love. Caleb between the rings now. Working down to the left wing. Double team to Johnson straight away. Key shot for 3, and he gets it. Keyshawn Johnson with Alexis of Tucson Charity 3. Gives him 7 points in the ballgame. His first triple of the day. And the Wildcats lead at 43-33. Flyers the other way. Cheeks left baseline, shut off there. Leave it for Holmes. Matched up now on Keyshawn Johnson, backing his way down left of the lane. A lot of body contact. Holmes underneath, pump fake and lays it in.
Tough matchup even for Keyshawn Johnson there in the post. Deron Holmes, very good.
43-35 Wildcats. Arizona ball pressure in the backcourt. Boswell avoids the double team, gets ahead to Larson, down to Love. Open three from the right wing is too long, no good. Ballo had it glance off his hands. That ball didn't even draw iron. And the rebound off to Cheeks the other way. Out to Brea, left corner. Santos for three. High off the rim, no good. And Keyshawn Johnson there for the Arizona rebound. Cats ball the other way. Cross midcourt, Boswell. Stops, top of the three-point line. Inside Ballo, posted up on Holmes. There's a double team with Santos. Ballo dribbles out of it. Off to Love and to Larson, left wing. Larson driving the lane on Santos. Up, no, he gets fouled before he went up for the shot. And the foul will go on Nate Santos. That'll be his third. And the first team foul now on Dayton. So Cats will inbound baseline right. Boswell to trigger. Put the play in motion. Love comes around a screen. Jumper, right baseline. High off the rim, no good. Santos the rebound for Dayton. Fires with the ball the other way. Cheeks will take it down. Drive all the way into the bucket and slam it home. Nobody got in his way.
So much attention given to Brea. They thought that was going to be a dribble handoff for the nation's leading three-point shooter. Cheeks kept it, got to the rim.
43-37 Wildcats. Whistle and a foul in backcourt on Dayton. And so again, no shots. Wildcats will inbound at midcourt. Second team foul here in the half. So Arizona ball the other way. Cheeks will pick up the foul. That'll be his second. So Larson inbound it. Looking for Boswell. Instead, he'll get it to Love. Dayton extending its defense here. Love across midcourt. Elvis on him. Love spins away. Drives right of the lane. Lean in shot short. And the rebound grab by Elvis. Now here go the Flyers the other way. Elvis across midcourt. Leave it out for Holmes. Walks it down to the three-point line. Now to the left wing. Off to Cheeks. Looking at the 3-0 there. Get it to Holmes now. Posted up on Ballo. Backing him down in the lane. Pump fake. Little jumper is up. Off the mark. No good. Ballo grabs the Arizona rebound. Ahead to Boswell. Arizona the other way. That's by 6. Leave it off for Love. Out top for Ballo. Three-point line. And to Boswell. Top of the key. Fires a three. That's an air ball. You could see it off his hands. Never came close. It'll be Dayton ball backcourt.
Four straight misses for Arizona after that Keyshawn Johnson three. The only points of the second half for the Wildcats, who are being contested now. Shots are very difficult to come by.
Petrus Pregame on the floor now for Dayton. Cats back on defense. Pregame with the ball, high right, holding it there. Feed it for Cheeks out top. Cheeks works it down to the left wing, picked up by Keyshawn Johnson. And to Holmes, and he's fouled from behind by Pella Larson. That'll be his first team against Arizona. And Dayton will inbound. A little more energy here for the Flyers coming out of the locker room. Wildcats have to respond. Brea will inbound. 16:53 to go second half. New 20 on the shot clock. And Brea will get it in to Cheeks near midcourt. Holmes with a screen. Cheeks dribbles the ball into backcourt. Was it touched? It was not. That's over and back. And that's Arizona ball on the turnover number 7 against Dayton.
Good defense from Keyshawn Johnson, who is called upon frequently to guard perimeter players. Cheeks could not get by him. Tried that shimmy shake, and it didn't work.
So Arizona ball. Right at their bench here. Cats up 43-37. 6:47 to go second half. Inbounds to Boswell. Dayton pressuring a lot more defensively here, second half. Off to Larson. Pella drives right. Gets to the free throw line. Kick it out to Boswell. Boswell dribble drive right. Off to Johnson. Inside Ballo. Ball knocked away and stolen. That's turnover number 12 on the Wildcats. Dayton with the ball the other way. Brea will take it down. Using Holmes as a screen. Trying to find a space for a three. Feed it back to Holmes. Holmes working his way inside the three-point line. Backing down now on Ballo. Into the lane. Holmes kick it out. Cheeks. 3 balls straight away. Rounding off, no good. Love the Arizona rebound. And the Wildcats avoid trouble there after a turnover. Love will take it down out to Johnson. Key shot. Feed it over to Boswell on the right wing. Boswell works it out top. Over to Larson. Pella drives left all the way underneath. Reversing way on is short. And the rebound Holmes. for Dayton. Wildcats cold here coming out of the gate in the second half, 1 of 6. Holmes open, didn't take the 3. Spin move, drives into the lane, laid up, missed, no good. Rebound, Paulo takes it away from Holmes. Outlet Johnson head to Boswell. Cats looking to get a quick 3. Ahead it goes to Larson. They'll wait here. Out to Paulo and to Love. Looked at the 3, takes the 3. That banked too hard, no good. And the rebound, Holmes, and the Wildcats 1 of 7 now to start this second half. And the Flyers looking to get even closer. Down by 6. Holmes hook it over for Elvis. Elvis circles back out top. Working down to the right wing. Crossover, drives on Boswell. Lay it up high off the glass, and it goes for 2.
Excellent move from Elvis. Crossover, got Kylan Boswell leaning the wrong way.
43-39. Flyers back within 4. Cats with the ball. Love. Feed it high for Larson. Right corner for Johnson. Keyshot drives the baseline. Reverse dunk is good. Threw it down over Benikamis. Second bucket this half for Keyshot. 45-39. Arizona. Holmes with the ball for Dayton. Leave it off for Elvis on the right wing. Fire atop Benikamis. Well, he's open. He'll take the 3 out there. High off the rim, no good. Love tips the rebound. Out of bounds. Dayton will keep it. Timeout. 14:27 to go second half. Arizona 45, Dayton 39. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Hey Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high-quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
Arizona Complete Health is your partner through every twist and turn, bump and bruise, or new addition life has in store for you. Because our health insurance plans are plans you can count on. We have Marketplace, Medicaid, and Medicare options that give you the care you need no matter what comes your way. Arizona Complete Health, a plan for life. Learn more at planforlifeaz.com.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Arizona basketball is brought to you in part by Hughes Federal Credit Union, proud sponsor of Arizona Athletics, home of the U of A Visa debit card.
Brought to you in part by Fubo, the official streaming platform of the Pac-12 Conference. Arizona 45-39. You can circle 2 things that have kept the Wildcats in front. They've made 4 more field goals than Dayton has thus far. But Dayton has outscored the Wildcats 6-3 at the free throw line and +3 off turnovers. But second half here, Rhino, the Wildcats, you knew they probably weren't going to shoot 64% for the game. And the Wildcats have started out the second half 2 of 8, 1 of 4 3-point shooting. Dayton 3 of 9. They've missed all 4 of their threes. So again, this is a third best 3-point shooting team in the nation, and they're 5 of 19 from 3-point range, but right in this game.
Yeah, a number of those threes coming from average to below average 3-point shooters. So the Wildcats forcing or allowing the non-great 3-point shooters to take additional threes. Arizona, though, on the offensive end, Brian, taking difficult shots. Early in the shot clock that were contested threes, driving to the lane and kind of off-balance shots. So when I look at those first 8 attempts, easily 5 of the 8, I would say, were ill-advised.
All right, Dayton ball baseline right. Devon Bennett is checked in for the Flyers. Mo Krivas for the Wildcats. Bennett will inbound baseline right into Santos. Throw it out top for Brea. Matched on Bradley, who's on the floor. Swings around a screen. Pump fake the 3. Won't take it over Johnson. To Santos. Drives on Krivas. Ball knocked away. Foul on Love. Or was it on Krivas? Love reaching to try and slap the ball away.
I think they're getting on Mo Krivas.
And it will be on Krivas. That'll be his first. And the team's second of the half. So the Flyers will inbound again, baseline right. And Bennett trying to get it over the 7-footer here of Krivas. Looking and throws it out to Santos. Stolen away by Jaden Bradley. Now the Wildcats 2-on-1. Love into the lane. Off balance shot, foul by Elvis. And he'll go to the line.
Jaden Bradley defensively picks the pocket of a blind Santos who is taking the inbounds pass. Great job of attacking the other way.
Colby Ellis picks up his first foul. Second team now on Dayton here in the half. That'll put Caleb Love at the line to shoot 2. And the Wildcats have been outscored by 3 points at the line today. They're 3 of 4. Dayton is 6 of 6. And 2 shots coming up here for Love. Wildcats top free throw shooter at 84%. The first one good. Love with 14 points to lead Arizona in scoring at 18 against Long Beach State in the opener. And Caleb also shooting the 3 well today, 3 of 7. One more coming here for the senior out of St. Louis. That one rattles in and out, no good. Bray the rebound for Dayton. So the Wildcats by 7. Flyers with the ball. Holmes out to Santos. Santos, one bounce over to Bennett. Bennett drives left, kick it high for Holmes. And off to Elvis, steps around a screen, shoots a 3 and got it.
Going to continue to shoot them. Arizona, pretty good contest, but those will start to fall.
1 of 5 in the second half now for 3s. And here's Bradley the other way, underneath to Johnson. Reverse lay-in is good. There's the ball movement that was so good in the first half. Key shot, 7 second half points. 48-42 Arizona. Holmes, wing right, driving on Krivas, bumps into him. Down on the baseline, working his way into the lane. Turns there, fadeaway is up and short. Krivas, excellent defense, and he grabs the rebound. Ahead to Bradley for the Wildcats. Jaden across midcourt now to set up the offense. Bradley showing the play call. Bennett giving him space out top. Bradley will hand it off to Love. Over to Larson. Pella. High right with the dribble. Looking for a cutter from Love. Nothing there to Krivas, top of the key. Feed it right side for Johnson. 7 to shoot. Jumper in the lane. Short. Larson tips it out to Keyshot. Another 20 to Love. Deep 3 is up. Rattles in and out. No good. And Larson the rebound, but he's called for a foul. A push to get the ball. Boy, that was not much. Not much contact there for Pella, his second foul.
I expect that call in an exhibition game. I don't expect that call in an NCAA tournament game.
So few fouls called. And that one just, boy, it looked like he was just going for the ball. But Brooks Wells says foul. Keyshot will sit down to get a rest here. KJ Lewis in for the Wildcats. Umar Ballo back as well. Dayton ball down by 6. Bennett will take it down to Brea, back to Bennett. Holmes setting a screen for Brea. He'll catch it. KJ right on him defensively. Brea steps around that screen, drives the lane all the way to the bucket and slams it home.
A lot of attention to the 3. Gives Brea an opportunity to drive it.
And he gets to double figures with 11 points. Bradley the other way on the run for the Wildcats. All the way to the bucket. Laid up and good. Bradley right back at you. 50-44 Arizona. Bennett the other way for Dayton. Hand it to Holmes. Angle right, it goes to Elvis. Swinging around that screen. Elvis will break into the lane and lay it in.
The ball screen action, back-to-back possessions causing major problems for Arizona and how they're defending it.
Love will take it for the Wildcats. Crosses midcourt ahead to Larson. Pella will drive to the bucket. Hook it up and in. Again, the Wildcats going right back at the Flyers. 52-46 Cats. Holmes out top. Walks the dribble down to the left wing. Handed off to Brea. KJ slapping at it. Brea around that screen. Fires the 3. It's good. Brea now with 5 second half points. 14 in the ballgame. 3-point Arizona lead. Bradley across midcourt looking inside. Throw it inside. Ballo underneath. Double team. Too far inside. To Larson. Right side Love. He'll drive into the lane. Little jumper up and good.
Glad he didn't settle for that contested 3 and just drove it to the rim.
54-49 Wildcats. 11-14 to go second half. Flyers ball. Holmes over to Santos. Out top for Bennett. Bennett works it down to the right wing. Didn't take the 3 to Santos. Inside, trying to go to Holmes, knocked away, stolen by Bradley. Cats on the run. Bradley will drive coast to coast, laid up, no good. Rebound tipped out to Elvis. Now here go the Flyers the other way. Pull up his three, blocked from behind by KJ Lewis and grabbed by Love. Caleb down the other way. He'll drive. He's fouled by Elvis. That'll be the second on Kobe Ellis. Wow. Timeout. 10:46 to go second half. Intensity picking up, and why not? Cats 54, Flyers 49. This is Arizona basketball from Learfield.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement. From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson. The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaqui Tribe.
Arizona basketball since 1904.
Stoudemire is going to penetrate. Throw it out. Here's Stanley for three. Yes!
This is the Arizona Sports Network from Learfield.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
you can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Winner of the BBB Torch Awards for Ethics.
Parker & Sons.
Voted #1 12 years in a row by consumers in Ranking Arizona.
Parker & Sons Plumbing.
5-star service and Google Home Services certified.
Parker.
Angie's List Super Service Award.
Parker & Sons.
Contractor of the Year Award.
Parker & Sons.
Parker & Sons is the most decorated company in Tucson, with award-winning installations and service for all your AC, plumbing, and electrical needs. Call Parker at 520-2REPAIR. That's 520, the number 2, then REPAIR for Parker.
Thank you to our sponsor, Desert Diamond Casinos, proud partners of the Arizona Wildcats and Enterprise of the Daytona Nation. Well, the Wildcats lead at 54-49. The Arizona bench has been, as usual, very effective today. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers from Bradley Krivitz and KJ Lewis. And how about that block by KJ?
Recovery. It's those type of plays, Brian, that could be game-winning type plays. Momentum has been just going back and forth as both teams are attacking each other. It was that open court recovery play that KJ Lewis has been known for this season.
By the way, Jaden Bradley with 3 steals as well here off the bench for the Wildcats. So Arizona by 6. The Wildcats led by as many as 17 in the first half, up by 7 at halftime. Dayton's made a run, have not been able to get even yet, but right there, 10:46 to go. Wildcats with Johnson, Bradley, Love, Larson, and Lewis on the floor. Inbounds to Love. Guarded by Elvis. Love working out top around a screen from Keshad. Stops right wing. Ball slapped away and loose, but stolen back by Love. Feed it quickly down to Keshad in the lane. Fumble the ball, got it back. Jump hook is up and good. A broken play, and the Wildcats make the most of it. 13 points now for Keshad. 56-49 Arizona. Bennett with the ball. Out to Santos. Top to Bennett. And we got a whistle off the ball now.
It's going to be on Bradley. Defending Duron Holmes one-on-one in the post. Bradley trying to front him. Gets called as Bradley was wrapping both arms around the postman to try to keep him tight.
First foul on Jaden Bradley. 4th team foul on Arizona. Elvis will sit down for the Flyers. Cheeks back in. And Bennett will get the inbound. Out top, hounded defensively by Larson. Bennett. Get it to Santos. Throw it inside to Holmes. He was behind Johnson and slams it home. 18 points now for Duron Holmes. He had 18 against Nevada on Thursday. KJ Lewis the other way for the Wildcats. Out top it goes to Jaden Bradley. Johnson with a screen. Bradley around it. Bennett poking at the ball. Fire it top for Larson. Larson back to Love. Love will drive at free throw line. Step back behind the line. Now matched up to Holmes. Drives him inside. Holmes blocks the ball, and it's grabbed by Brea. 5-point Arizona lead. Dayton with the ball the other way. 9.5 to go. Brea feed it high for Bennett. He'll look over at his head coach, Anthony Grant. Leave it for Santos on the left wing. Santos standing dribble, backs up now with Larson on him. Out high to Bennett near the three-point line, or the half-court line. To Santos, 9 to shoot, and a foul going to be called on KJ Lewis off the ball. And that will be his second.
Arizona has gone small. This is their small lineup. No Ballo, no Crevis. So Johnson at the 5, but really and truly all 5 players are switching everything defensively, and that's putting smaller players on Holmes in the post.
Bennett inbound baseline left, throw it into Holmes. Matched on KJ Lewis now left of the lane. Holmes going to back him down into the paint, put it up, roll it up, no good. Rebound grab by KJ Lewis on the run, stolen away by Holmes. Drives right into Bradley, ball knocked away and stolen. Bradley comes up for the Wildcats. Huge play there. Here's Jaden on the run, quickly down forecourt right. Waits for everybody to catch up now to reset. Cheeks out on Bradley. Jaden spins away from it, drives into the lane, and he's fouled on the drive.
Jaden Bradley's quick hands on Deron Holmes. What a play. He has got 4 steals tonight. All 4 of them critical moments.
5th team foul on the Flyers here in the second half. That one will go on Deron Holmes, his second. Clock now at 8:45 to go. And ruled in the act of shooting. Jaden Bradley will go to the line to shoot 2. Bradley 3 for 4 at the line today. The Wildcats 4 of 6 as a team, and the first one is good. 6 points for Jaden Bradley. Averages 6.5 on the season. Boswell will check in for the Cats. Caleb Love will get a rest. One more free throw here for Jaden Bradley. Wildcats by 6. Second throw is up and good. 58-51 Arizona. Dayton with the ball. Bennett will take it down the other way. Crosses midcourt. Switch picked up by Larson. Off to Santos. High to Brea. Left corner and a foul on Johnson now. Keshad Johnson picks up the foul, holding Holmes. First on Keshad. 6 team fouls on Arizona, and all of a sudden, the whistles. In the first half, we only had 10 fouls combined, and we've got 11 already here in the second half. Here's an inbounds, and Boswell knocks it back out. Good thing there, because Cheeks had an open shot. So another inbound here for Dayton, baseline left. Bennett to throw it in. Looking for Cheeks again. Instead, they throw it out to Holmes. Now whistle and another foul on KJ Lewis. And that will be his third. 7th team, and now a 1-and-1. 8:32 showing. Holmes will go to the line to shoot 1+1. Ron Holmes, 71% shooter, made both free throws in the first half. First one is up and no good, and Larson the rebound. So Wildcats escape some potential trouble there. And Arizona the ball. Bradley across midcourt. Cheeks hounding him defensively. Bradley kind of pushes him off. Jaden drives out top around to Johnson's screen. Bradley chase, get it to Larson. Wide open 3 is up and good. Huge shot for Pella Larson. His second Lexus of Tucson Charity 3 of the day. 61-51 Arizona. Bennett the other way for the Flyers. Looking for Santos. Can't shake free of Larson. Now Bennett's going to drive it through the lane. Fumble the ball loose. Picked out by Boswell. Cats with numbers. Boswell quickly down. Right side it goes to KJ. Drives the lane to the bucket and lay it in.
I love KJ Lewis's decision there. Drive it at a retreating defense.
63-51 Arizona. 7-0 run for the Cats in less than a minute. Bennett with the ball out high left for the Flyers. Bounce it inside to Holmes. Posted up on Johnson. Holmes backing him down into the lane. Turns up. No foul called before he went up for the shot. Foul will go on Keshad Johnson, his second. 8th team timeout. 7:28 to go. Arizona 63, Dayton 51. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Arizona Complete Health is your partner through every twist and turn, bump and bruise, or new addition life has in store for you. Because our health insurance plans are plans you can count on. We have Marketplace, Medicaid, and Medicare options that give you the care you need no matter what comes your way. Arizona Complete Health, a plan for life. Learn more at planforlifeaz.com.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement. From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson. The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaqui Tribe.
Attention kids, K through 8, get your Wildcat on. Join Arizona Kid Cats, the official University of Arizona club that connects kids with college. Learn more at hughesfcu.org/KidCats. Hughes Federal Credit Union is the proud title sponsor of Arizona Kid Cats. Wildcats up 63-51. Arizona shooting 47% here in the second half. Dayton at 44%. And the Wildcats here right now on a 7-0 run. They've hit 6 of their last 8 shots. And after Dayton had close within 3 at 52-49, the Wildcats have held them at bay here, Rhino. And you can just feel the intensity in the building right now.
Every possession just so much more valuable. Arizona on the offensive end driving it at Dayton on a turnover. Great job of KJ Lewis doing it. The Cats have gone small now here, Brian, for the last couple of minutes. They've had their hands full in the post because all 5 guys on the perimeter have been switching on to Deron Holmes, who is outstanding at drawing fouls. As mentioned earlier, 6th in the nation in fouls drawn per 40 minutes played. He's good at it. Arizona's got to change up their coverage in the post. If you're Keyshot, if you're Pella, if you're KJ, you can't lean on Holmes. You're not going to get in a tug-of-war battle with him. You've got to push, pull, front, get 3/4. Can't continue just to try to wrestle him or he'll get fouls drawn and he will parade to the free throw line.
Drawn 8 fouls so far in this game, and Holmes will be to the free throw line here. He outweighs Keyshot by 10 pounds, but is also 6'10" to Keyshot's 6'7". So Holmes, free throws up, in and out, no good. And the rebound grab by Pella Larson. So the Wildcats slow it down here. Then it goes to Bradley. Bradley drives right, whistling a foul. Boy, a lot more whistles here in the second half. And so that will now be the 6th team foul on Dayton. And Cats will inbound on the far side. Into Boswell. Island back over to Lewis on the left wing. Shot clock at 11. Lewis bounce pass to Keyshot, top of the circle. Back to Lewis, 7 to shoot. KJ inside the arc, get it to Boswell. Bounce left corner, Larson squares for the 3. Over the rim, no good. Foul on Brea. He pushed off to get the rebound. Who's his first?
Who's right in the middle of the action there on the offensive glass? KJ Lewis. It's a play that doesn't necessarily show up in the scorebook. It will, because Lewis gets to the free throw line here as Arizona's in the bonus, but the activity from the freshman has been incredibly important.
So first free throw of the day for KJ Lewis, shooting 79%. And 5 points so far in the game. This is a 1-and-1. And the first is short, and Larson tried to keep it alive, and it's stolen back by KJ Lewis, back to Larson, and off to Boswell, top of the key. Feed it over. Jaden Bradley will shoot a 3. Jaden Bradley drains a 3, and the Cats are up 66-51. Huge shot there for JB. 6:40 to go. Cheeks out top with the ball for Dayton. Bounce it inside. Holmes, spin move on Johnson. No shot. Back out to Cheeks. Drives the lane. His runner is up, and it rolls in. Cheeks 4 points this half, 6 in the game. Pressure backcourt. Bradley with the ball for the Wildcats. Avoids the trap. Get it across to Boswell. Cats set it up from there. Boswell now drives into the lane. Stops. Jumps. Shot up. High off the rim. No good. Holmes the rebound for Dayton. Head to Elvis the other way. 6:10 to go. Elvis down forecourt right. Matched on KJ Lewis. Looking for Holmes inside. Holmes now out to set a screen. Elvis around it. Into the lane. Throw it down for Holmes. He'll lay it up. No good. He's fouled. And we'll get back to the free throw line again.
Get back one possession ago, Brian. 6.5 to play. Double-digit lead. You don't need a shot early in the clock unless it's a lay-in. Kylan Boswell, bad decision there. And here goes Holmes back to the line.
2 shots for Deron Holmes. He has missed 2 here in the second half. Holmes 18 points, 2 of 4 at the line today. And the first of 2 is up and good. Boswell will get a rest here. Caleb Love back in for the Wildcats. Again, Arizona playing here again without Ballo and Krivas. This is just coach's decision here, going small. Holmes set for his second free throw. That one up and good. 20 points for Deron Holmes, right at his season average. Well, full court pressure put up. Bradley looking to inbound it. Get it into Pella Larson now. No trap. And Larson will take it to midcourt. Holmes on him. Or check that, Santos on him. And Larson will back it out now. Get it to Bradley. Cats can set it up from there. Bradley works down top of the three-point line. Now on a switch, he's picked up by Holmes, who comes way out to defend. Cats spreading the court here, 10 on the shot clock. Bradley looking to reset. Love crosses. They get it to him. Love looked at the three, didn't take it, drives the lane. Runner is up, off the back of the rim, no good. Holmes the rebound for Dayton. Pushes it the other way, quickly down to Elvis. He drives baseline and lays it in. Boy, big second half for Kobe Ellis, 9 of his 11 here. 66-57. And here's a near steal. Ball knocked away. Bradley saves it for the Wildcats. Driving on Cheeks the other way into the line. Throw it for Johnson, but it bounced off the backboard. And now we've got a whistle. And they're going to give the ball to Dayton in the backboard. It hit the side of the backboard. So it will be Dayton ball backcourt. And here comes Umar Ball back for the Wildcats.
6-0 run for Dayton. Contributions from Arizona's miscues, bad shots, 2 runners that are missed in the lane, and a turnover. Only the third of the half for Arizona.
So here's Dayton the other way. Cheeks down, leave it high for Holmes. Shoots the 3 straight away. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound snagged by Larson for the Wildcats. Off to Caleb Love. And Arizona will walk it down. Ahead to Bradley. No pressure here from Dayton defensively. Back out to Love. Under 5 minutes to go in the second half. Arizona leading 66-57. Love will drive all the way inside as the ball knocked away off his knee and out of bounds. 14 turnovers now. And Dayton ball backcourt. Again, just some mistakes here, giving Dayton opportunities. Plenty of time left. Holmes bring it down, leave it off for Elvis. Elvis circles to the right wing, drives, shut off by Love, shoves off Love, jump shot up, missed, no good. Holmes the offensive rebound. Dribbles out of trouble now. New shot clock here for Dayton. Holmes standing dribble now. Holmes going to drive it on Ballo, whistle and a foul. He traveled.
Good defense from Ballo in space, having to respect the three-point ability of Holmes, and he took off on the dribble, and Ballo moved his feet well.
11th turnover charge to Dayton on the day. So Arizona ball backcourt, 4:18 showing. Inbounds to Larson. Dayton again extending its defense, but again not trapping. Larson across midcourt, bounce it ahead to Bradley. The Wildcats can use some time here to set up in the half court. Bradley out high left. Cheeks giving him some space. Bradley trying to push him away. Ballo setting a high screen. Bradley around it. Drives left of the lane. Spin move. Lay it up and good. Oh, what a beautiful move by Jaden Bradley. He's got 10 points. 68-57 Arizona. 3:48 showing second half. Holmes leave it for Brea. Passed up the deep three. Drives. Step back. Three ball up. Over the rim. No good. Love had the rebound. Tipped out by Elvis. By Cheeks, that is. Arizona ball after the timeout. 3:38 to go. Cats 68. Flyers 57. This is Arizona basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high-quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement? From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson. The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaqui Tribe.
Wildcat basketball also brought to you by Fubo, the official streaming platform of the Pac-12 Conference. Arizona 68, Dayton 57, 3:38 showing. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Foul situation. Arizona has committed 9. Dayton has committed 7. The bench has been absolutely huge for the Wildcats. And, Caleb Love leaving Arizona with 16 points, but the bench, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocked shots, and 1 turnover so far today.
Yeah, you look at the top 6 players for Dayton, incredible production for all of those players. After that, it's a drop-off. It's an absolute cliff in regards to productivity. Typically in an NCAA tournament game, you get to play those top guys more because timeouts are longer, the fouls aren't coming as frequent, but do you get productivity throughout and stay as fresh? And boy, look at what those guys off the bench have done. And I'm going to throw even Mo Krivas in there. The big numbers have come from Jaden Bradley and KJ Lewis, but Mo Krivas has held his own too.
4 points, 4 rebounds for Krivas in this game. So Arizona ball after the timeout, 3:38 showing. And Bradley will inbound. And pressure, full court pressure put up. Bradley will get it, almost got it inbounds. Brea saves it inbounds, and it's grabbed underneath by Cheeks, and a foul called on Arizona.
You come out of the timeout. Arizona's Jaden Bradley, the trigger man, could not run the baseline. That makes it more difficult for your inbounds press break. He throws it away.
And then commits the foul, his second, the team's 9th. And so Cheeks to the line. Enoch Cheeks shoots 67-6 at the free throw line. First one is good. Double bonus the rest of the way now for the Flyers with 3:34 showing. Cheeks 5 second half points, 7 in the game. Second free throw is good. Dayton has outscored Arizona at the free throw line today by 4. And again, pressure in the backcourt. Larson will get it to Love. Remember the 10-second call. They won earlier, and they get across. Larson, standing dribble now, waits for Bradley to come out. Instead, the pass goes to Love. Out near the center circle, 15 on the shot clock. Love standing dribble there. Bennett on it defensively. Ballo setting a screen. Love around it. Stops left wing. Throw it out to Larson. 7 to shoot. Larson driving on Brea. Spin move in the lane. Jumper is up and good. Hello, Larson. Another clutch shot
extra arc on that to get it over the defender.
70-59 Wildcats. Holmes over to Bray on the left wing. Out to Bennett. And we got a whistle off the ball. Foul on. Wait a minute. The official's going to talk it over.
There should be an illegal screen here on Deron Holmes, who declipped, just absolutely clobbered Pella Larson on that. And I think they're going to take a look to see if this is more than just a common foul.
And Larson, who got floored on the play, and immediately Brian O'Connell, the official, signaled we're going to go to the monitor. The Close Shave Instant Replay brought to you by Barbasol. Choose Barbasol shaving cream for a thick lather and close, comfortable shave. Barbasol, the American original for over 100 years. Better by Barbasol. So it is a foul on Holmes, a turnover on Dayton. It'll be Arizona ball. The question now is, could they upgrade this to a flagrant foul on Holmes? Holmes with 3 fouls now in the game.
That was the foul in the shoulder, neck, head area. Was it unnecessary force? That's what the officials are looking at right here. It was away from the basketball, Brian. The ball had been reversed all the way to the right side of the floor, and Holmes was doing everything he could to spring Brea for an open shot coming off of a screen, and Pella Larson staying attached to Brea. That's the scouting report. Stay attached to Brea, slipped around that screen, and that was where the contact occurred.
All right, clock stop with 2:55 to go. Arizona leading by 11. It'll be the 8th foul. Should be the 8th foul here on Dayton. They haven't posted it yet, but I think they're going to take a look. They're looking at the monitor first. First time today that they've had to go back and check here. And, of course, they've got to find any video evidence. If they don't see it, if it's not on video, they have to stay with the common foul. But 2 of the officials over there, Tony Padilla and Brian O'Connell, taking a look at the monitor, and Brooks Wells, the 3rd official, waiting, and they'll either call him over or they will consult, of course. Second game today here in Salt Lake City, Kansas Gonzaga. And, of course, you know that the Jayhawks have had some injury problems. Last 11 games are 5-6. Meanwhile, Gonzaga, a team a lot of people thought wasn't even going to make the tournament, they got hot down the stretch.
Hot down the stretch. Don't ever count out Mark Few. You saw the talent, maybe brought together a little bit slower than what they typically do. They come out of the gates historically in the non-conference and beat top Power 5 conference teams. The teams they beat did not have good records, Brian. They beat UCLA, and UCLA laid an egg.
All right. Well, the officials now have made their decision.
I think there's going to be an upgrade here.
Yeah, I do too.
The officials would not typically be talking to the scorer's table and coming over to talk to the TV announcers if it was a common foul.
So it will be a flagrant 1 on Holmes. And Pella Larson will go to the line with 2:55 showing. Arizona by 11. Pella, first free throw attempt of the day, 76% shooter. And, of course, it's tough. Nobody's on the lane line. You're all by yourself out there. And the first one is up and good. You'll get one more. Larson, today 8 second-half points. Missed the second. But now, Arizona ball. 2:55 showing, 71-59 Wildcats.
Take care of the basketball. 4 second-half turnovers, but they're not out of the woods yet.
So Bradley inbound. On the far side, that's near the Dayton bench. And, of course, the Flyers here covering everybody. Bennett on the sideline there. Bradley to inbound it. Looking for Love. Catches it. Running down the right side. Wisely waits for his teammates. And out to Bradley. Wildcats want to use some clock here. Bradley out near the center line. And get it to Keyshawn Johnson. Back to Bradley. Bennett on him. Shot clock at 15. Bradley, again, working on Bennett. Backs up the dribble. 10 to shoot now. Want to get that play in motion. Down to 7. Bradley, long ways away. Drives right. Behind the back. Moves, step back. Fires the shot up. High off the rim. No good. The rebound tipped around. Loose and out of bounds. Oh, just off Arizona. Boy, it looked like maybe the Flyers had touched it last. So back in now for Dayton will come Kobe Elvis. And Cheeks will sit down. So Dayton ball, they're down by 12. 2:22 to go as Bennett will bring it up. Bradley to meet him. Out top. Bennett slides down right wing. Top Santos. Inside, knocked away, but grabbed back by Holmes. Laid up good, and he's fouled. So count the bucket for Holmes. And he'll go to the line.
Arizona's Jaden Bradley fronting the post. Ball goes over the top, and Caleb Love comes over to try to defend at the last second. You might want to just let Holmes finish that if you're Caleb Love.
First foul on Love. Free throw here for Holmes. Chance for a three-point play. Get it back to a single-digit deficit with 2:13 showing. Free throw is good. And now timeout called by Dayton with 2:13 showing. Arizona 71, Dayton 62. And both sides will talk it over. Listen to coverage of NCAA championships on the Varsity Network app powered by Learfield. All Wildcat games will be available through a multicast option on the free Varsity Network app. That's only on the Varsity Network app, available for free in your app store.
Well, Brian, Arizona chose to go small at the 10-minute, 46-second mark of the second half. Umar Ballo has had a couple of possessions since that, but the Wildcats have primarily gone with their smaller lineup. It's a quicker lineup. They can switch.
All right, we'll take a timeout here. Cats up 71-62. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you ready? Ready to discover your soul, your wild side, your passion, your joy, and excitement. From world-class entertainment to award-winning dining to a luxurious resort. Discover all this and more. Discover with Soul at Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson. The official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Enterprise of the Pasquayaqui Tribe.
This is Arizona, and National Bank of Arizona was started here in Tucson to help local businesses and individuals with their financial needs. For more than 30 years, NBAZ has focused on providing personalized banking services to our clients. I'm Dave Lyons with National Bank of Arizona, and I personally invite you to stop into one of our branches to discover how we can help you. National Bank of Arizona, a division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
Arizona basketball is brought to you in part by Casino del Sol, presenting sponsor of U of A basketball.
All right, I'm not criticizing the officiating in this game by any means, but we had 11 fouls called in the first half between the two teams. We've had 19 called in the second half, and there's 2:13 showing on the clock. And maybe the game's become more physical. I'm going to blame it on that.
Arizona needs to stay strong here because you can anticipate this full court pressure, full court man defense trap probably coming.
Caleb Love to do the inbounding for the Wildcats. Running the baseline, get it into Pella Larson. Double team trap ahead to Love. Love still in backcourt. Now races across the center line, being followed by Santos. Out to Larson. Wildcats again want to run some clock. It's going to be under 2 minutes here before they have to put a play in motion. Larson works it down left wing, stops there, terminates the dribble, needs some help, handed off to Bradley. 10 to shoot. Bradley, hounded by Bennett, get it off to Larson, and he's pushed by Holmes and fouled. And that's 4 fouls now on Deron Holmes, a guy that has not fouled out this year. In fact, he's only fouled out once in his career.
Credit the small lineup. He had to guard Pella Larson for 30 seconds in space and just got off balance because Pella was quicker.
1-and-1 here for Pella Larson with 1:51 showing. Pella just at the line moments ago, made 1 of 2. First one here is no good. And the rebound grabbed by Santos. So, Dayton still in play here. Bennett out on top. for Elvis, looking for Holmes, and they get it to him inside. Has the ball knocked away and stolen by KJ Lewis. Arizona ball backcourt, and there's the freshman again in the middle of the action. Ahead to Bradley, and with 90 seconds to go, the Wildcats have the ball in a 9-point lead. Bradley standing dribble center court. Again, the Wildcats here will not rush any shot. Bradley guarded by Holmes out top, but giving him space. Shot clock at 8. Bradley works it down, drives the lane, into the lane, kick it back out, pump fake. Larson fires a 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. KJ Lewis trying to chase the rebound down, and it's out of bounds off KJ. Looked like he got shoved out of bounds, but no call.
How can you not call that? That was an absolute push in the back. As KJ does not typically fall forward with that much momentum on his own.
Santos pushed him and got away with it. So 1:04 to go. Dayton ball down by 9. Inbounds to Elvis. They'll bring it the other way. Elvis behind the back move. Around a screen from Holmes. Fired out top for Santos. Drives right into the lane. Fouled with 55.1 to go. Foul will go on KJ Lewis. That'll be his 4th. 12th foul called against Arizona here this half. And to the free throw line will go Nate Santos, 74% shooter, made both his free throws in the first half. Where is Kobe Brea? I mean, he has hit 4 of 8 threes today, but the Wildcats have just not given him many opportunities. First free throw good by Santos. First point of the half for Nate Santos. He was big second half against Nevada on Thursday in that rally from 17 down. Down by 8 right now. Second one is up and good.
Timeout.
So timeout here with 55.1 showing. It'll be Arizona ball backcourt. Timeouts remaining. Arizona with 2. Dayton with 2. So no problem there. And the arrow, possession arrow to the Wildcats right now. So let's go back again to what the Wildcats have done on Kobe Brea today. The nation's best three-point shooter. And yes, he's hit 4 of 8, which is, right at his average. He hits 49.7. But the Wildcats have just not allowed him to take over the game today.
Kobe Brea's last made basket was with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. He hit a 3 after he had drove and dunked it 2 possessions earlier, so it looked like he was coming alive. I do believe the change of defenses for Arizona to go small has absolutely helped them defend Kobe Brea a little bit better with the personnel they have on the floor.
So Arizona ball backcourt. Full court pressure put up by Dayton. Bennett back in. He had just sat down, but of course, great ball stealer. Love will inbound it in backcourt. He can run the baseline. Throws it deep down to Boswell. Catches it across midcourt. Fouled immediately by Brea. Second on Brea. 10th team foul. So 2 free throws here for Kylan Boswell, who has not scored today. Hasn't really looked for his shot a lot. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Has not attempted a free throw. So Boswell will go to the line on the season, a 78% shooter. 2 shots with 53.3 showing. First one is up and good. 72-64 Wildcats. Holmes back in and Elvis back in as they go offense now for defense. Kylan Boswell to shoot a second free throw. That one is up and good.
Arizona counters. Offense for defense. Here comes KJ Lewis for Kylan Boswell.
So Dayton ball backcourt. Cats up 73-64. 53.3 showing. They get it inbounds, and Cheeks will run it the other way. Cheeks down to the right wing. Bounce inside for Holmes. Stolen away by Bradley, and off to KJ Lewis, and a foul on Dayton. Oh my goodness. Jaden Bradley, the sophomore out of Rochester, off the bench today. He has done just about everything. That might be the play of the game.
They're going to credit him. That's his 4th steal, but Brian, I think he was involved in so many more deflections and interference for Jaden Bradley, the defensive wizard.
2 shots for KJ Lewis at the other end. 44.3 left. First one is good. 6 points for KJ. And timeout call here with 44.3 left. Arizona's lead back to 10. I was going to mention that, Thursday, I think we saw the jitters from the freshmen. KJ didn't score in 12 minutes, didn't have a rebound. Mo Krivas didn't score in his 8 minutes. Jaden Bradley, he was fine. I mean, he's always fine. But now today, the confidence Mo Krivas and KJ Lewis have shown.
You talked in the pregame about Arizona playing looser here in the second game now that they've gotten through that first game. And I think the 2 players that have played better and more loose are KJ Lewis and Mo Krivas. They look more like themselves. We're crediting Jaden Bradley, as we should, for all of his contributions, but KJ Lewis's contributions that do show up in the scorebook and cannot be discounted. KJ has been phenomenal off the bench. The Wildcat bench outscoring Dayton in big numbers.
Second free throw now for KJ Lewis is good.
That bench is now 23-2, outscoring Dayton.
75-64 Wildcats. Cheeks down the other way for the Flyers. Clear out that right side. Matchdown key shot. Drives around him down the baseline. Reverse lay-in is good for Cheeks. And it's now a 75-66 Arizona lead. And a whistle and what do we got on the timeout call with 35.2 remaining. And the Wildcats lead at 75-66. So Dayton will have 1 timeout left. Arizona with 1 timeout left. And that's good to have here late.
Possession and make free throws. Those are the 2 most important factors of this last part of the game here. 34 seconds left. Arizona not free and clear as the press has done its job. And here we go, Brian. Only 4 second half turnovers for Arizona, 7 second half turnovers for Dayton. Arizona taking care of the ball when it needed to.
No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM Pac-12 Radio. News, talk, and analysis. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Pac-12 Radio 2023. So again, the Wildcats will inbound in backcourt. They've got that 1 timeout to use if they need it.
The trigger man here is now Caleb Love. He can run the baseline.
Cheeks will guard that baseline. Everybody else covered man-to-man. With the play in motion. And Love sliding under the basket. Get it into Larson. Back to Love now. Being chased and fouled by Santos. 4th foul on Santos. 2 shots for Caleb Love. Wildcats top free throw shooter. Exactly the guy they wanted to get the ball there.
Execute the press break perfectly. You bring Pelle Larsson on a sprint to the corner, throw it into him. They double team, and it's an easy toss back to Caleb Love, who was the inbounder.
32.1 showing. And Love to the line. He's 1 for 2 at the line today. 16 points for Caleb on 6 of 15 shooting. 3 rebounds, 5 assists as well. First free throw is good. 76-66 Wildcats. The shot clock will not be a factor anymore. So Love will shoot a second. Arizona fans across the way all standing right now. Second free throw up and good. 77-66 Wildcats. Inbounds, Holmes backcourt with the ball for Dayton. He'll dribble it across the line, get it off to Elvis. Works it right, runs right into Love. Can't get around him. Down to the baseline. Now squeezes around him and lays it in. But wise that Caleb didn't foul him. And now Dayton will use its last timeout with 20.3 showing. It's 77-68 Arizona.
Good job of Caleb Love trying to keep Cheeks in front of him. That took a little more time than I think Dayton would have wanted.
So shot clock off. 20.3 remaining. Arizona's lead at 9. And Love leading the Wildcats. 18 points today. 12 for Bradley, 13 for Larson, 13 for Keyshawn Johnson, 23 for Holmes, topping Dayton in scoring, 13 for Elvis, 11 of those coming here in the second half. But I go back again. The Wildcats have not allowed Kobe Brea to take over this game. And if the Wildcats win this, and they're 20 seconds away from doing that, the Wildcats defense today, very, very good. 41% shooting for Dayton on the afternoon, 53% for Arizona. And the Flyers have shot better here in the second half, but again, the Wildcats have done just enough.
3-point shooting percentage, you can say it, and you need to say it. Dayton, third best team in the nation. Arizona's holding Dayton to 29% from beyond the arc. They have done their job defensively to put them in this position. Now, take care of the basketball, make your free throws.
All right, Cats will inbound. And Dayton will go to the bench here and bring in Pregame. And simply to foul, if nothing else, they don't want Holmes to foul because he's got 4. And so Pregame was guarding Johnson. He'll back off him. Now the Cats will inbound it. They get it to Bradley, double team. Ahead to Love. He's trapped in the backcourt and foul. And so Love back to the free throw line with 16.4 to go. And now you'll see Santos and Holmes back in here for Dayton. But time on the Wildcats side right now. And Caleb Love, who just made 2 free throws, back up there again. And a chance, I'm not going to say this game is totally put away yet, but if he makes both of these, the Wildcats can start thinking about L.A.
Yeah, it would take 4 possessions for Dayton to score in 16 seconds. Just take care of your business right here on free throw number 1 to push it to the 4th possession.
So Love at the line to shoot 2. First one rattles in and out, no good. They'll get one more. And now you'll see Santos and Holmes back in for Dayton here. Caleb, 18 points on the day, right at his season average. Second free throw is up and good. 78-68 Wildcats, 15 seconds to go. Cheeks driving the other way, all the way to the bucket. Throw it underneath, knocked away by K.J. Lewis and out of bounds. Once again, K.J. Lewis has got his hands somewhere.
Quick, explosive, active, outstanding job. And they're going to take a look at this to make sure. Probably the time, I think, is the most important thing. I don't think it's in question that it was off of Arizona, but they got to get the time right.
10.4 showing right now. And Dayton will inbound baseline right. But they're down by 10. They need 10 points in 10 seconds. I don't know if it's happened before. All right, Tony Padilla signaling they're going to put 12.1 up. And that's where Dayton will inbound it. Cheeks looking to get it in. Fires it out to Santos. Knocked away by Bradley and out of bounds.
Keep knocking it out. Tick-tock off the clock.
11.2 showing. And now they have to inbound, though, at midcourt. And so Santos will trigger there. Ella Larson will guard the sideline. Santos holding, firing inside. Broken up by Keyshawn Johnson. Arizona ball. 6 seconds to Los Angeles. And Keyshawn will dribble it off. And the Wildcats are headed to the Sweet 16 for the 20th time in school history as they beat the Dayton Flyers here in Salt Lake City today. 78-68 is the final, and the Wildcats will be one of 16 left in the 2024 tournament when the Sweet 16 is decided tomorrow night. What a game. What an effort. Offense, defense, the Wildcats, they do the job. They get it done. They win by 10. 78-68 your final. We're back to recap in a moment. This is Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
It's time to score big with unbeatable deals at Desert Toyota, a proud sponsor of Wildcat basketball. Spotlight the MVP Camry, the dynamic